God's work, not the hard work. All right, Mac mean true story. All stories ain't true, but this one is today. Trump declares national emergency, deploys military to the border, as if we didn't see this coming. Some people might say it's devil's work, but around here we call it God's work. All right. Double tap the screen on the way in the door. All right. We have a lot of rabbit hole to go down today, man. Are these people like literally trying to start a war before they step out? Biden, I mean, we're in a position right now, right, where NATO is declaring war on Russia. Do you not know what that means? Right? Biden is okaying a bunch of missiles to get. Man, it's messy out here, man. All right, before we get into a double tap the screen on the way in the door, I'm gonna play this real quick and then we're gonna talk. All right. Yeah, it looks like they're trying to get us into a whole war. All right. Now I got Candace Owens over here too. Beyonce's mother attacked Candace Owens online. You know, I guess Candace Owens is rubbing people the wrong way, but Candace Owens is going in and she's going hot. And we definitely got to look at what Candace Owens is doing over there. Also God's work, right? I got a speech by Ben Carson. We're gonna check that out later on, and definitely rabbit hole, man. Matt Gaetz, we do like him, right? Everybody likes Matt Gaetz, but the smear campaign, my boy, right now, they bringing up. They're saying that they seen somebody that used to work for this cat, Matt Gaetz, right? Apparently, they said that they seen him doing the unspeakable smear campaign. I tried to tell this to Kuba yesterday, right? Kuba came through and he said, well, you know, what about Matt Gaetz? Well, what about Tom Homan? What about everybody? They're gonna like in the next couple of weeks, they're gonna smear campaign everybody that Trump selects. You want to know why? Because these cats is coming through like the X-Men. Let's keep it real. They calling them the what they calling them, y'all? The dream team? No. It's not the dream team. It's the X-Men. Now, KB, it says I'm echoing. Hold on, let me see. Testicles, 1, 2. Testicles, 1, 2. Am I echoing still, man? Type 1 in the chat if I'm still echoing, man. Let me know what's going on in this Chisnet. Audio's good here, says Captain Obvious. All right, let's get into the content, man. You know, like we're gonna have a lot of questions tonight, you know. Jay Supreme says with a 17-year-old. So we good? All right.
Welcome back to Live Now from Fox, and we do have some breaking news to share with you as President-elect Donald Trump taking to his social media platform Truth.
Mr. Brock, Captain Obvious, you know what I'm saying? My brother Luke Skywalker's in the building. We got a lot of rabbit hole to go down right now. You know what I'm saying? Salute everybody in the chat, man. We're gonna have a very good show today. We got a lot for y'all.
Social confirming that he will be preparing to declare.
Yeah, Hassan Campbell has jumped back on the list for the rabbit hole. I'll explain that to y'all a little bit later. But right now, just check this out, man. It says Trump confirms mass deportation plans, declares national emergency.
Back to Live Now from Fox, and we do have some breaking news to share with you as President-elect Donald Trump taking to his social media platform Truth Social, confirming that he will be preparing to declare a national emergency and plans to use military assets to reverse the Biden, quote, invasion through a mass deportation program.
The liberals are kicking and screaming. I'm telling you, New York is on fire right now.
That was shared by conservative political activist.
You want to know why? Because New York is a sanctuary state. They spend more money in fucking New York than anyway. And some of the stories I got from these cats it's crazy. They like interviewing these people that was up here and they telling how good they had it.
And as you can see, Donald Trump saying true with 3 exclamation marks. Now, this comes as he was expected to take a number of executive actions on his first day as president to ramp up immigration enforcement and roll back some of Biden's legal entry programs, efforts that will be led by
the nerve of these people to be so upset and to think that he was playing the whole time. Like they really thought that he was playing. I thought he said promises made, promises kept. This is one of the promises that he made.
President to ramp up immigration enforcement.
And yet, KB, they said that he had no policy.
And roll back some of Biden's legal entry programs, efforts that will be led by incoming border czar Tom Homan and other Republican immigration hardliners. That is according to 3 sources familiar with that matter, according to Reuters.
If y'all haven't seen that Tom Homan video I did, oh, go check that out. That was my last live. Beautiful, beautiful work. That motherfucker is a ranger. That motherfucker is part of the A-team. I don't know where they snatched his ass up from.
Now, the executive actions would give federal immigration officers more latitude to arrest people with no criminal records, surge troops to the U.S.-Mexico border, and restart construction of the border wall. That is according to sources.
By the time Trump is done with that wall, that shit will be more monumental. Real talk. More monumental than the Great Wall of fucking China. All right, it will be like the Great Wall of China, man. That new border wall, man. I'm telling you, man, it's going to be awesome.
Is from Reuters. Now, Homan, who served as acting director of U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement under Trump, will bring an understanding of the U.S. immigration system after a 4-decade career that took him from the frontline Border Patrol agent to head of the agency that arrests and deports immigrants who have come into the U.S. undocumented. We continue to share that breaking news as we do learn, confirmed by President-elect Trump himself.
And that's just one problem, right? The real problem we got, I need y'all to answer the poll, right? Are we heading to World War III? According to the news, NATO has declared war on Russia. Do you not know what that means, right? Do you not know that we are the most powerful country under NATO? Us. Now, look at Biden making all these foolish moves right before Trump, you know what I'm saying, officially takes his place. It seems like almost like they're really, really trying to dirty up the White House for this cat, man. They trying to make it impossible for Trump to succeed. Because why wouldn't Biden be sitting back playing golf right now? Why would they be, sanctioning? I mean, why would they be authorizing more money and more weapons to go to the Ukraine so they could send nuclear weapons at Russia? Russia's not going to have that, bro. You don't understand? They don't want Trump sitting down with Putin, bro. They don't want that to happen. And us getting with Russia wouldn't be a bad thing, man. It's the other. I mean, we don't want beef with somebody that got nuclear power, bro. But Biden's sleepy ass. Come on, guys. Just send more money. No, man. We supposed to be sitting down and trying to have some peace. Look at this shit look at the mess that we in. Y'all think inflation is the biggest problem? You think that because you can't get your eggs, you know what I mean? No, you no longer get a steak. Is your biggest problem? Nah, man. The biggest problem is after they lock these borders down. Trust me when I tell you, man, it's going to be some shit going on. All right? Because if NATO is declaring war on Russia and Russia decides to act up, guess where most of our countries that's with NATO is centralized? Right there in Europe. Bing, bing, bow. Yeah. And Arabs is on deck with bricks. You want to know why? Because they mad at the Western world for bombing them forever and stealing their assets, stealing their art, stealing their gold. Come on. Democracy don't look the same outside of America. Let me just let y'all know that right now. All right. Some of these people are shit raving mad and they don't care. It's death to America. That's what they on. So you think that a problem with Russia right now is a good thing for our economy? Fuck the economy. It's not a good thing for life. What do you think is going to happen to all those people that's stationed out there in Europe? My son is a Marine. All right. Let it go down. They're going to be the first ones to get it. They're not going to come to America and just start bucking shit up in America. They're going to go to the places where we're stationed around the world where they dominate. All right. We got soldiers deployed all over the world. So this is not a game. All right.
We're going to be covering today, like nuclear war and why the Biden administration is doing this.
Trump declaring national emergency. NATO declares war on Russia. They try to kill Trump. You think, and look, listen, let me explain something, right? All of this shit is something small too, because I mean, if you think about it, right? Then we have the whole conspiracy. Trump can't even trust the CIA. Yo, man, he lucky he got a bag. I'm pretty sure his security detail is way more defined than some fucking CIA. Oh, he not playing. And trust me when I tell you, his head is screwed on. He's very cognitive. He knows that his life is in danger right now. And all because of a handshake with Vladimir Putin. Means the change of the world. Now we know what those three letters are, right? Let's I'm gonna say it backwards. OWN. All right. Now read that forward. Double tap the screen. Let's get the likes up, right? Let's get the likes up. I don't like the sound. I know what war looks like, man. I know what the fuck it looked like. And it's not pretty at all. Trust me. Now, especially when it hit the soil.
Stories we're going to be covering today, like nuclear war and why the Biden administration is doing this right now. Leaked, unauthorized, anonymous sources from the Biden administration allowing Zelensky in Ukraine to put it.
It's here that Trump accelerate the Diddy case too. He's speaking about war and why they keep throwing Diddy in the middle of everything. I'm going to tell you about that, right? We do have a dude that's a witness. You know what I mean? He just turned over the tapes. The official guy, all these news y'all been hearing. No, it boils down to this. A dude named Courtney Burgess, right? That has the tapes. The feds came to his house and they made him give those tapes up. So we'll talk about that a little bit later. That's rabbit hole stuff.
Put in place long-range weapons to attack inside Russia. President Trump speaking about an anonymous sources from the Biden administration allowing Zelensky in Ukraine to put in place long-range weapons to attack inside Russia. President Trump speaking about an hour ago, saying this is absolutely
makes no fucking sense.
To attack inside Russia. President Trump speaking about an hour ago, saying this is absolute madness, that we're going to be basically dragged into a nuclear war. And it's interesting because you really think that Biden is doing this. Like, who's pulling the strings right now while we're in this transitional period? President Trump.
Who the fuck is authorizing this shit? Because this is the dumbest thing that we could do right now. This is like taking your babies to your backyard and teaching them how to swat a fucking wasp nest. A wasp nest.
Taking office on January 20th.
Beehive. Come on, kids. Go put this beehive on your head. Sure, you're going to survive, but maybe you won't.
Trying to upend his presidency as we speak.
We're also going to talk about where the Kamala Harris money went, because we continue to have a report on how she spent over $100,000 per week. Now,
exactly, Jay. Russia has nuclear power too. Why are we fucking around? B1 is in the building. I'm so glad I caught tonight's show. Let's go down the rabbit hole. Please. I'm going to need you tonight, man, because this shit doesn't make no sense. Like, it seems like Trump is coming into office, and it's like they're making the worst decisions possible. Up. Captain Obvious says that behind this fucking veil, you're going to find Barack Obama. And I'm not surprised, man. Double tap the screen. Let's get the likes up, or go to the top right, hit the three dots. I need y'all to share this video tonight, right? Because I'm into scaring y'all tonight. Tonight, somebody's going to be scared.
How would you feel if you had donated to that campaign to realize that in one fell swoop, she spent $7,000 on boba?
Wow. Now, they're getting these people, and Candace Owens opens up the books on Kamala. Now, we all thought that she, Kamala looks like an old fucking wet purse, right? And we thought it was over for her once we elected Trump, right? But no, come to find out, right? This broad, you remember she almost had close to $1 billion for the campaign? They're like, where is the change? Wait until you see where that fucking money went. These people are devious. And guess what? It's the Democrats that blew them up. Their own people blew them up, y'all. We would have never known. We didn't even think about it. Who gives a fuck about Kamala? We already got our bitch in. You know what I'm saying? Danny Lux in the building. Okay. Arjanice, what up? I love Danny Lux, man. You got a wonderful spirit, sister. Word up, man. Love your spirit. All right. All right, let me refresh this real quick. Double tap the screen. Share this video for me. Let's go down the rabbit hole. Let's get 1,000 motherfuckers up in here tonight. All right. Are we headed to a nuclear war? Of course we are. Of course we are. And it's not Trump sending us there. Although that's what y'all pumped to us for years. It's going to be Trump. Trump is trying to stop this shit. Look at this. This is a mess to walk. Imagine you got to walk into this shit.
To realize that in one fell swoop.
If you're on that Trump train, let's double tap the screen and get the likes up. Go to the top right, hit the 3 dots. Spam this chat with ones. Let me know you're a real person in the chat. Let's go. And put your city up there, man. You know, like I said, lately we've had a lot of California. Looks like California is dominating more than New York right now. What city are you representing?
Spent $7,000 on boba tea. I mean, I guess that's very team building, right?
Yeah.
To have boba.
Hold up. How much he spent on boba tea? Now we're talking about the money that was spent during Kamala's campaign, because now they're asking her for the fucking change.
You had donated to that campaign to realize that in one fell swoop, she spent $7,000 on boba tea. I mean, I guess that's very team.
One swoop, one time, $7,000 on boba tea. Okay.
Building, right?
Yeah.
To have boba tea. But we're going to talk about how she continues to raise money over this. I know I put on X this weekend that our tween daughter could easily run up a bill like that in a single year on boba tea.
Also, President Trump set to declare a state of national emergency, using an emergency declaration upon his entrance into the office. Liberals are melting down over this right now, and specifically around the United States southern border. And he has now confirmed that is the case. CNN confirming that. Yes, in fact, President Trump will declare a national state of emergency.
Type your city in the chat if you're new here. If you got here through the shorts feed, then double tap the screen or go to the top right and hit the 3 dots, man. They trying to take us to fucking World War III, man. This dude Biden or whoever's in place right now that's doing this. A lot of people saying it's Obama that's behind this shit. God bless Donald Trump. That's right.
Use the U.S. military to go to the southern border of the United States and secure our safety. They're making it seem like, wow, this is like brand new information. We didn't know about this before. So liberal freakout is in full effect. We'll talk about that.
Plus, lawyers for Diddy say that the federal government leaked the tape of him beating his girlfriend because of a slow news day for Trump. It's a strange argument to make, and we're going to go through it and also ask ourselves.
He's KKK. Okay, cool.
Why?
He's also president.
This is like, why do birds?
Don't spam my chat, bro, please. Please, we trying to keep you here, man. Say whatever the fuck you want. Just don't spam the chat, please.
It's Trump's fault.
Like, why did celebrities care so much about Harvey Weinstein and not at all about Diddy? Why is
86,000 seconds.
There no Me Too movement?
Queen Stone in the building. Salute. Wipe your feet when y'all see the Queen pull up to this chat, okay? Rabbit hole tonight, Queen. I'm telling you, I'm taking it there tonight.
Why is there no outreach about that? Why do you think? Why? I mean, it may be that the most obvious answer is the answer, but we're going to just ask that and look at where that case is right now.
We're going to get to all of those news. Nice to see you guys today. Welcome and exciting to on this Monday to have you all here. Let us know where you're joining us from around the world. We're live streaming right now on Rumble, on YouTube.
Or let me know where y'all joining me from around the world. Keep going in the chat. I've seen a lot of different cities.
X. So good to see all of you guys. And by the way, have you seen the mass exodus right now on X? Actually, it's not a mass exodus. It's liberals getting upset and going over to
Blue Sky,
which is like the dumbest thing.
I think Putin does very well know that that's not Trump's call. I think the whole world knows this, and that's why they're being patient, and that's why they're not lighting shit up already.
I've ever heard. How long, by the way, do you guys think that
Seattle in the building
website is going to last?
Gemini, twins in the building. I'm a Gemini. If you're a Gemini, type the number 9 in chat.
Well, they tried to do that with Mastodon as well when, Twitter CEO or ex-CEO Linda Yaccarino says, we have the highest engagement ever during this election.
Yeah.
So,
only the whiniest who cannot handle free information are leaving. I did.
Before we set off the main story, right? I want everybody to double tap the screen. I got Candace Owens, right? I want to pull this up before we go any further, because I do want to speak about the fact that Kamala Harris got damn near $1 billion, right? Damn near $1 billion in sponsor money, right? Most of that shit went on promo. We didn't know that she gave Oprah Winfrey $1 million. We didn't know that, that Beyonce got $10 million and shit like that. And I guess because Candace blew that up, Beyonce's mother attacked her on Instagram, okay? And some other things. do me the biggest favor. Double tap the screen, get the likes up, or go to the top right and hit the 3 dots. Welcome to the show. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. To the new subscribers, salute.
Also just financial irresponsibility. And in the midst of the blame game, a Kamala campaign staffer leaked to the press. Make that clear. A Kamala campaign staffer leaked to the press with specific amounts that musical celebrities
Shaggy, what's good?
Had been paid for their endorsements. Allegedly, they listed Megan Thee Stallion, they listed Eminem, and they listed Beyonce with specific amounts. So again, let's not forget.
Watch this shit.
The rumor came from Kamala's campaign, and then it blew up, and it was everywhere, absolutely everywhere. I was actually late to covering it. I was 4 days late to covering the news item on my own show. I'm just going to refresh your memory that this did not come from Candace Owens, and everyone was reporting this. Here is Fox News, the show outnumbered, a host, 5 or 4 hosts discussing it. Take a listen.
Watch this. Disgusting. All right. Double tap the screen. Share this video, man. This is disgusting.
So I was really curious to see, did any of those celebrities, I mean, Beyonce, $10 million. Did she vote for Kamala Harris?
Right.
I mean,
oh wow, because the Democrats are so nasty. Let me tell you how sneaky these bastards are, right? They spent all that money to tell these people to vote. Everybody said we're gonna vote. They was at the concerts and everything. They went up in there and voted for fucking Trump.
Did she vote for Kamala Harris?
Right.
I mean, and for one, you know, just Megan Thee Stallion got what, $5 million. I don't know, and Kamala Harris doesn't know what these people would.
Have this chat with ones if you're on that Trump train, man. If you love Trump, if you love this country, if you're American first, spam the chat with ones. All right. They didn't even vote for her. Okay, they rallied for y'all to vote for her. They had Megan Thee Stallion up there stripping. They had all these fucking shenanigans, and yet they went up in there and voted for Trump. What is that telling you?
Do if they got that money. And as I understand it, some of the fundraising emails that you were just talking about were still going out Tuesday night at 10 p.m.
Okay, no response from Beyonce's Mammy. Then Patrick Bet David alongside Charlie Kirk and a host of
she ducked all of them and went straight for Candace.
Other people discussed it on the PBD podcast. Take a listen.
They gave Oprah Winfrey $1 million. I bet Oprah's pissed off that they gave Beyonce 10 times what they gave her.
Chris Cuomo up there as well. Again, no response from Beyonce's.
Disgusting. Where's the change, Kamala?
Mammy. And then the biggest
I guarantee you she won't even address it.
Podcaster in the world. Biggest podcaster in the world discussed it on his podcast alongside comedian Jeff Dye. Let's listen to Joe Rogan.
How much did Beyonce get?
She got $10 million.
$10 million.
But hold on. She talked for like 3 minutes. That's good.
What do you mean that's good?
I mean, that's enough.
That's too much.
No, it's plenty. It's perfect.
10 million.
It's a good
deal. $10 million fucking dollars.
I mean, it's a good deal. All these people that are like donating money to the Democratic Party, and they're $20 million in debt. You crazy.
I mean, listen, 10 million on Beyonce doesn't matter. They would have spent that 10 million on monkeys, on studies if whether monkeys. I can't make this shit up. Fuck better off cocaine in Brazil. That's crazy, right? It sounds wild, right? But it's the truth.
Mutants.
So it's worth noting that during this time frame, the Daily Mail, Newsweek, publications left and right went out to Kamala's campaign and Beyonce's team multiple times to confirm these reports, to confirm these amounts. Both refused to respond to it. So then Candace Owens covers it on her show, again, late to the party last week. And apparently this is what broke Beyonce. Beyonce just completely had some sort of a mental breakdown and called her mommy about this. And so Candace Owens is saying what everybody else has been saying for an entire week, but this is Candace Owens. And this must have been what led her team to decide to phone it in to Mark Zuckerberg, which, by the way, is 100% what happened. Take this to the bank.
You better stop borrowing, Candace.
Okay. Somebody had a contact at Meta. And they contacted Meta and said, can you take down Candace Owens' post, despite the fact that this went viral and it was everywhere? She wanted my post about it to be removed.
Mind you, Candace just got a channel back 3 weeks ago.
And to be clear, in my post, I said, allegedly, Joe Rogan is not saying allegedly there. I was clear that it was a report. I was clear of where exactly the report came from and said that it was still pending because we were awaiting the FEC final report, which is supposed to come from Kamala's campaign, which would...
How much more proof do you need besides getting officials from Kamala's campaign? That's who leaked this information. All right. Let's see. Double tap the screen and get the likes up, or go to the top right, hit 3 dots. Spam the chat with ones if you're on that Trump train. Let's go. Keep them ones active in the chat, man. I want to see somebody besides Blue Wrenches. Type the number 1 if you love this country.
Include amounts to Beyonce. And so when you have a report and when you're basically saying this is allegedly, it's coming from this campaign, there's no way that you can get this taken down from Instagram. Again, because those words allegedly, it's a report and we're waiting for a confirmation, protect you. There's no standard for this. And still, Beyonce and her team managed to get my post taken down specifically, my post being the only post that was taken down. I'm just showing you this. They flagged this as false information reviewed by third-party fact checkers. And you can still see the caption we put on that. We put the word allegedly next to it. Beyonce was paid $10 million to endorse.
Clearly it says allegedly.
Kamala, ? Allegedly. So it's really shocking. Even in the article, they are rating this false, but they say that they can't debunk the report. It just says, well, there's no evidence for this just yet, which basically means, look, Beyonce's team's upset. We don't have evidence for it yet. So we're going to take it down just to placate them. Absolutely ridiculous, pathetic.
Who's coming for Instagram next? Trust me when I tell you. And he's going to let Elon decide how it's supposed to go.
I think it's spineless and like
whatever happened to freedom of speech? It is not that free.
Of all of the things that have been said about me on the internet every day, there's something fake that I said. I promise you, I never said it. I'm being attacked. I'm like, there's no clip of me saying it. There's no means for me to ever get it taken down, but she was able to do this. It was a total elitist move. Anyways, Mammy Tina decides to brag about these elitist connections that someone was clearly able to pull behind the scenes, able to pull these strings and target just Candace Owens. And she posted this to her Instagram page. She posted, so this...
Well, I kind of embellished a little bit. I would put it in the way where you can understand, well, Trump is proposing this, you know what I'm saying? But it looked like if I got 680 people here and you're the only one complaining about that.
This is a picture of my show page.
The facts of the matter is that according to what the fuck is going on in reality and around the world, a lot of people's consensus is that there's going to be a war happening. And a lot of people's consensus is that there needs to be something done drastic at the border. Okay. You might not agree with it, but a lot of people think that that's what needs to happen. Okay. And if the opportunity exists, it will happen. Trust me when I tell you. Promises made, promises kept.
So this has been flagged on Instagram as fake news and taken down. It's called false information. Sadly, other platforms with a lack of integrity still have it up.
How my boy like to tap in.
Admitting this is just a target of Candace Owens. The lie is that Beyonce was paid $10 million to speak at a rally in Houston for Vice President Kamala Harris, when in fact Beyonce did not receive a penny for speaking at presidential candidate Vice President Kamala Harris's rally in Houston. In fact, she actually paid for...
Why is Beyonce's mother bucking to say that she didn't get paid a dime? Why would she say that she didn't get paid a dime when it's documented that she did get paid? They think because they bury their money in these shadow companies and shit like that. Come on, bro. Come on. So our next thing we say is Megan Thee Stallion didn't get paid $400,000.
Own flights for her and her team and total glam. She's not even aware of how privileged that sounds. They are not only lying and disrespecting Beyonce.
Patty clickbait got my thumbs down. All right, 86,000 seconds for you, sweetheart. All right. This is not church or the voting polls. I gotta tell you all the time, you know.
His name, but they are trying to further discredit the power of our vice president. When does the lies and rumors stop? She meant to say when do. Of course, you won't see this in the news. Exclamation point, ×5. Okay, so parking aside the fact that Tina Knowles is still grifting off her ex-husband's last name, so people know that she's related to Beyonce. To be clear, Tina and her ex-husband Matthew divorced 13 years ago. Her name is Tina Lawson, not Knowles, but let's keep up the Knowles so people can put some respect on your name. We have to seriously ask ourselves why she chose to target
Candace is a beast.
Just Me, which, by the way, this whole post, as cool as she thought she was, with John Legend in the comments, just being like, yeah, you got her. It was actually not well received by the public at all. So I'm going to show you the comment under the Instagram page, which broke the story, which was the neighborhood talk. And you can see, we're just showing you these comments in a row. Somebody writes, Tina, hush. Next person says, she's basically saying they got a bigger bag than a messy 10 million. How preposterous is that? She then says, she lost me at discredit vice president. Hope when the receipts are publicly posted, that'll be the end of that, allegedly. Next person says, that ish public record, go ahead. Next says,
that shit's public record. We all know this.
So she is Beyonce's mom, but she does too much. Next person says, Tina, give it up, please. On the following page, it's more of the same. Beyonce never speaks for herself. She was paid, Tina. Beyonce doesn't do anything for free. She got paid. Next person, she was definitely paid. This actually makes Kamala look bad, because if the celebrities wasn't paid, then where is all that money at? And lastly, this person says all of these artists denying being paid, and the campaign funds literally got drained to negative digits. How?
Where's the change at, Kamala? They're going to hunt Kamala down. And Trump is probably going to be the one to crack that fucking door open and be like, where's all this money? Remember, he's the business president. Remember, we hired this dude because he's not a politician. He's a businessman. Well, as soon as he get time, as soon as he clean this border shit up, watch.
10 years ago, comments like that would have been unfathomable. That many Black people openly speaking out and questioning the queen in this way. The queen could do no wrong 10 years ago. Oh my gosh, if you said one thing about Beyonce, the whole hive came for you. You were over, you were done. Couldn't touch one hair on her pretty head. We now fast forward 10 years and you have Candace Owens casually stating that I don't even think that Beyonce's had a good album since 4. She's just a part of...
As Candace a Beast, put some carrots in the chat. We going down a rabbit hole tonight.
The establishment machine. Everything she does, no matter what, they pretend that it's amazing and that it's awesome. And quite frankly, it's not a challenge to her. It's not a challenge to her to be told, like her and Taylor Swift are, that everything they do is amazing, even when it sucks. So Beyonce and her mommy targeted me, this is my belief, because I'm emblematic of something that frustrates them. It's a changing social economy in the world, where what has always worked for them in the past is no longer interesting to the public. This is
why I'm laughing and enjoying this. I just love when she claps back at Beyonce, because she always comes with facts. Okay,
an economy where authenticity pays, and Beyonce does not remember what it means to be authentic anymore, because she's been playing the role of a queen for so long, and she's grown so accustomed to simply visiting the Commonwealth every 4 years. She comes out. Nobody knows where she is for, and she comes out and she reminds us all who we should be voting for. Yes, Hillary Clinton. Please, I'm here, Commonwealth. You people, remember, I am your queen. Her and
Jay-Z up there bucking for these people, trying to get us to, because we listened to Reasonable Doubt back in the days, we're going to vote for who the fuck. Jay-Z cut his own homeboy's throat. Jay-Z, why the fuck would I vote for somebody based off of Jay-Z? Like person. If anything, I will vote for the opposite person, because Jay-Z is a snake. Come on, man. See, the whole situation with Diddy, for y'all, this is where the spice comes from, right? That ain't where the spice comes from for me. The spice comes from with that guy right there, Jay-Z, and why I wouldn't follow anything that he says, in terms of politics and the lead my family and shit like that, is because his own homeboy, the dude that he stole the right. This is how he gets all his wealth. He steals it from Dame Dash. Now look at Dame Dash, right? And I know we normally don't go down the rabbit hole until we get an hour down, right? But I'm gonna give y'all a small little tip. No freaky. Okay? Double tap the screen, get the likes up. Dame Dash, the Rockefeller auction is finally over. They made Dame Dash, Jay-Z, for $1 million. So, the biggest finesse job in the world. Let me tell you something. Jay-Z sold Dame Dash out, took the money that he had from that, bought title, totally got him up out of the deal, knowing that he was in the middle of a big-ass lawsuit with his ex-wife, right? She was trying to steal his company from right up under him. The time when Jay-Z was supposed to keep it the realest, all right? See, Jay-Z can't keep it real with his homies, so why would he keep it real with strangers in the US of A that's broke? He's rich.
I'm gonna put this shirt up, a tester. If y'all want this, pre-order this. And also,
all right, check it out. He look like he's tired.
The people that originally were suing me for defamation, the people that, in my mind, pretended that they directed a movie that I directed, and did some cute shit and did a trial in New York, even though it all happened.
Broke Dame Dash. So let me just go to the auction part, just so y'all can hear him say what he did with this auction. This is foul, bro. This is foul. I don't know what Dame did to him that made him so fucking like so venomous towards him.
Ever wonder how constitutional carry affects your?
This shit don't want to play. You know what I'm saying? Let's get back to the content, right? I just find it fucked up, right? And I'm gonna fast forward the Candace Owens thing so we can get back into the world news and see if we're gonna really head to World War III and what they're doing at this border. But the way he did Dame Dash, man, oh man, and all the shit that's coming out about Jay-Z with your man, Diddy. Oh God, it's messy. We definitely gonna go down the rabbit hole soon, you know what I'm saying? But it is messy. Trust me. Oh yeah, we need a broom, a mop, and all that shit to talk about that, right? But we'll get there.
Reserve I
know I'm all over the place, but follow me.
My Natalie Morris tag over at Blue Sky, and I'm like, what's happening over here? That's boring. I'm out. So I spent about 30 seconds there.
A liberal echo chamber.
Yeah.
All right, let's get to it. Sorry. He had his son on the channel the other day. He's trying to show him how to blog. I suggest y'all, at some point, everybody out here, man. I mean, you ask these kids what they want to do. They want to be a streamer. They want to be a YouTuber. Double tap the screen. So if you're into this, man, it's good to teach them. My son in particular likes cooking. So that's what he's into. Double tap the screen, get the likes up, or go to the top right and hit the 3 dots. Reports are incoming. The real Donald Trump administration prepared to declare a national emergency and will use military assets to reverse the Biden invasion through a mass deportation program. Let's see what the details.
Will use military assets to reverse the Biden invasion through a mass deportation program. Philip, you were saying, man, Reddit has just been exploding with all of that. Are the liberal folks over on Reddit excited about this, or are they thinking that overstepping his boundaries?
No, like it's the end of the world.
It's the end of the world.
The big thing,
according to Jaguar, right, there is
being brought up is the denaturalization along with it. So they're basically what the overall thing on Reddit is. If I was going to sum it up, is that Trump is going to take anybody that they don't like, denaturalize them, then deport them somewhere.
Okay, so if you're a citizen, in other words, if you're a citizen, he's going to kick you out of the country. Mm-hmm. So that makes zero sense.
And are these the same people, I'm just curious, who thought that COVID was a national emergency and they were totally fine with that?
They were totally fine with lockdowns.
But increased crime and 300,000 children being lost at the southern border by traffickers is not an emergency. That's cool.
Wow.
That's totally cool.
That's totally cool, apparently.
Okay. And 98% of known criminals that are crossing the border right now that are currently in the United States, that ICE has admitted that they've only arrested 2% of known criminals, migrants. That's not an emergency. 600,000 criminals, known criminals for murder, rape, car burglary, house burglary. All that's cool. That's not an emergency.
Exactly.
Okay. It's cool. If you don't think that's an emergency, that's why you voted for Kamala.
NATO declares war on Russia. What the fuck does that? In the middle of all this is what we doing?
And don't let
me just give you a thumbs up on that one.
So don't let Philip speak for all of Reddit. He likes to lurk on Reddit, and he often provides it.
My bad, y'all.
Unless there is an invasion or a rebellion, and we have to go back.
Let me move back a little bit. Sorry. Double tap the screen. Let's get the likes up. If you're on that Trump train, let's spam the chat with ones, man. I like to keep the chat active. Answer the poll and subscribe to the channel. It's free. Let's go. All right, 1 second. Let me reload this. All right, I got it. Here we go. Salute to everybody that's new here. Double tap the screen or go to the top right and hit the 3 dots.
Of course. So she says total overreach of executive power. Okay, just to be clear about this, all you need to do is go to whitehouse.gov and you can read on the executive branch exactly right here. The power of the executive branch is vested in the President of the United States, who also acts as head of state and commander-in-chief of the armed forces. Oh, and beyond that, the U.S. law generally forbids the president from deploying military forces within the United States unless there is an invasion or a rebellion.
Okay, by show of hands, type the number 2 in the chat, right? If you think that it's that what Trump wants to propose and by putting them soldiers down there is a good idea. Do you think that that's what we need?
And we have to go back to 1807 when the Insurrection Act was passed. It's a federal law that gives the president the authority to deploy military forces, including federal troops or the National Guard, to address situations of insurrection, rebellion, or widespread lawlessness in the United States. Would you say we have widespread lawlessness? Would you say that we have an invasion? I would. So he may use the Insurrection Act with his national emergency declaration, basically. But beyond that, there's a long-standing precedent for this. The United States has a long history of using its military to secure the border. And spoiler alert, this isn't some new thing that's cooked up in the last 5 years by Republicans. No, this has been going on for nearly 200 years in the United States. You can let your liberal friends know about that. In fact, for instance, back in the 1840s, the border as we know it today didn't even exist. The Mexican-American War happened, and we ended up with a huge chunk of what is now the southwestern United States of America. And after that, the Army was sent in. Why? Well,
if you got here from the vertical feed, right, double tap the screen and get the likes up, right? Or go to the top right and hit the 3 dots, all right? Do you think that is Captain Obvious says that we do need some soldiers down there, all right? Kenny NYC, I don't know if he's saying that we shouldn't have them. Daniel says we should. John, we should. Mayhem the truth. Salute. Put him to work, Kenny says. Johnny says too. Vegan says too. Says that we need to bust a quick move. And it's not a bad move that we look to put some soldiers down there.
Well, to keep things under control, that's why. And stop raids, protect settlers in that region, make it clear that this land belongs to the United States. This wasn't just about geography, it was about the security, just like today.
I mean, don't you put a security camera in front of your house? I mean, come on, let's keep it real. Some of y'all dudes got dogs, you know.
In the early 1900s. Okay, this is probably more relevant than even what happened in the 1800s. The Mexican Revolution was raging. Just across the border, it was chaos. Towns in Texas, New Mexico were getting caught in the crossfire. Sound familiar? So what did we do? We sent in the United States military. Yes, General Pershing sent in to secure the border, U.S. southern border in the early 1900s. In fact, General Pershing even led troops into Mexico, chasing Pancho Villa. Yes, we crossed the border. Why? Because things were spilling over into our country, and you deal with it when that happens. So March 1911.
My bad. Sorry, y'all. Okay. All right, Tony, pay attention. Pay attention to what? 101st Airborne Ring Cam. I thought he ain't back in charge to January. This is a fact, you know what I'm saying? But we're talking about what he wants to propose, right? Like I said earlier, promises made, promises kept. And what's so weird is that this is going to have, I mean, we definitely got a lot of we're going to have resistance. No matter what we do to try to fix this country, is going to be a bunch of fucking resistance from the left. Let's keep it real.
During William Howard Taft's presidency in the United States, they rolled out barbed wire for the first time. And it was actually the first official use of the term wall. Everyone wants to slam Trump for saying the wall, build a wall. William Howard Taft was doing that back in 1911, rolling out huge spools of barbed wire to keep out invaders in the United States.
Everybody else got a wall.
In fact, the United States at that time.
Everybody got a wall. Even Berlin had a wall. Poland got a wall. Poland is killing fucking people that's trying to jump over that wall.
Under Taft, sent 20,000 soldiers to the United States southern border to secure it. But this is a new thing. This is suddenly new. It's unprecedented. Total control of our Constitution. Okay, just so you understand, 20,000 troops at the U.S. southern border. We right now have 58,000 troops in the Middle East. 58,000 who are sitting there as cannon fodder. And if we enter this war, broader war in the Middle East, they will be killed. But you're concerned about the use of military assets in the United States to protect our own borders? It's rich, really. That's a rich statement to take.
Well, but what's the alternative, though? Do nothing? Let people keep getting hurt? That's the thing about people who are so upset about Kamala Harris losing, is that her solution to the current problem where children are being raped and traded is no solution at all, is keep it as is and pass a bill through Congress to continue to use the money that President Trump had earmarked for that border. There's no other solution. So those people will continue to be hurt. Do I have empathy for families with mixed migration status? Absolutely. And Donald Trump has said that he will try not to deport whole families. We don't know how this is going to work out, but how can we sit here and say, no, we got to keep it as it is? How? They have no
weird part is how much it like guilty conscience they was trying to give us about separating kids from the family. It's like, yo, bro, when I get locked up in America, you know what I mean? I get separated from my kids. We all get separated from our kids. Ain't nobody getting targeted.
no alternative solution. Present me one.
Link is pinned at the top. You know what I'm saying? B1 if you're gonna pull up.
And then we'll consider it.
Double tap the screen or hit the three dots at the go to the top right of your screen and hit the three dots. That's where the like button is at, y'all. Let's go.
But to my mind, with this suffering,
go down this rabbit hole, man, for no good reason. Go ahead and type carrots in the chat, man, and let's get to it. Let's get to it, man. I'm ready to go down the rabbit hole, man. I mean, let's start this week up nice. Word to Tupac Shakur. All right. Get the likes up. Let's get the likes up, people. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Double tap the screen. You know what I'm saying? If you like Tupac in a bikini. Y'all know where you're at now, right? Okay. Now, that's not that bad for y'all. There's always going to be somebody coming in and say, oh, he's disrespecting Tupac. Look like Tupac did a good job of disrespecting his own self. He didn't need any help from me. And neither did Meek Mill, but that's another subject. All right. Let's get back to the content.
The Department of
Host thinks he's Django. He'd actually be Steven. Salute.
Homeland Security report that says we've lost 300,000 children. We know we've visited. Shut the fuck up. Some of them. And some of these, like the
Jason, what up?
One woman who said, in my house, my husband's raping this girl. And they said, okay, but we know where she is now. Bye. They left her there. That's what our current laws allow. How can we say that this is okay? How can you cast your, I don't know how you can cast your vote for Kamala Harris, knowing that that was what her administration did. She left a child in a rapist home. Even one.
Oh,
one.
It'll get worse in a second here when I show you something else. But just even some more context here in the 1980s. So we're talking about early 1900s. Well, we just go back to the 1980s. It's not ancient history. Ronald Reagan sent troops to.
Hey, yo, Kenny, Cuba don't want none of this conversation. He just ducks all this smoke.
The U.S. southern border because of what was happening. Ronald Reagan in the 1980s, the military was brought in again, not with tanks and troops marching down Main Street, but to help fight the drug war. So Reagan, a man who understood the concept of national security, said, quote, hey, this isn't a policy issue or policing issue. This is about protecting the country. It's not about like supplanting what the police are doing. No, this is about protecting an invasion of drugs into the United States. Imagine now it's way worse. If you take what Reagan was fighting in the drug trade, coming in Jamaican drugs pouring in from Jamaica, coming up through Central America, it was a disaster. This is way worse. What we're seeing with fentanyl now.
Facts. You know what I'm saying? And the ganja is not killing motherfuckers like that fentanyl. You know, so weird how y'all look at us. We talk shit about China when we say, you know what, we don't need that Chinese shit going on. You know. They're against us, man. They're against the environment. It's just too much shit that China as a government is just fucking up. They're just fucking up, man. I'm not saying the people. I think the people are wonderful, but the government is just fucking up, y'all.
United States. And he's
It's some sneaky little bastards.
Our border. But the simple truth is that we've lost control of our own borders, and no nation can do that and survive. By the way, side note, we now know, according to testimony this morning in the Laken Riley murder trial, the illegal immigrant who killed her was flown to Georgia by the Biden-Harris regime on their dime. In New York City, flown to Georgia. You, taxpayers, paid for their flight so they could resettle wherever they wanted in the United States, and they chose Georgia, and they chose to kill somebody. Yes, the roommate of Jose Ibarra, the man charged with Laken Riley's murder, testified this morning that they both received a taxpayer-funded flight to Georgia. In other words, the Biden-Harris administration paid for Jose Ibarra to fly to Georgia, where he killed Laken Riley. Here is that testimony, and I'll kind of talk over some of the Spanish back and forth. But watch, this is the bombshell moment.
Someone else that you got to know.
Spoke about this yesterday, and his testimony. This dude basically, I don't know if he got paid to do this or whatever. They gave him a reduction of sentence, but he kind of like blew their whole spot up. Listen to this.
That you lived with while you were here in Athens.
¿Alguien más que llegaste a conocer, que vivió con ustedes aquí en Athens? Giancarlos Hernández.
And how did you get to Athens?
¿Y cómo llegaron a Athens?
En Nueva York pedimos en Manhattan.
In New York, we asked in Manhattan.
En el Hotel Roosevelt.
In New York.
Roosevelt.
So they were at the Hotel Roosevelt. So they were being put up.
Pedimos un vuelo humanitario aquí hasta Atlanta.
In Manhattan, we requested for humanitarian.
And that's why they kicking their asses out of New York. Hey, yo, listen, Trump already, I think they deported, or they're trying to deport right now, 500,000 people from New York. Right now. Right now. They got buses lined up. And trust me, these people, like I said, they kicking and screaming. They riding all downtown. I'm talking about like on right next to, what's that shit? Fifth Avenue, right next to Central Park. They all up and down that joint. They kicking and screaming. Look at this shit right here. All right. He sent them back. 500,000 New York migrants, one by one. Salute to Cash Jordan. He been on top of this, man. Look at this shit. Look at this shit.
Was mass deportations. New York City has about 400,000 undocumented immigrants. If that promise comes to pass, it would have a huge impact on life in the city.
So, around 476,000 individuals live in New York City who are undocumented, and now they're worried that that might not last too much longer. Because even though this is America,
somebody had the nerve to say yesterday. They said, "Well, if they send 500,000 of them back, who's going to take those jobs?" You dumb fuck. You dumbass fuck, man. What do you mean who's going to take those jobs? Who's going to take those jobs is the people who need those fucking jobs. What do you think? Goofy.
America's largest sanctuary city, which still houses around 60,000 asylum seekers, many immigrants of all backgrounds are very worried that federal agents could soon be here looking for them.
President-elect Trump promising mass deportations on day one of his second term. And today, thousands of protesters took to the streets in a show of solidarity and defiance against Trump.
We're here to send the message loud
and clear. Get off the street and put their money together.
And clear after the election that even though this administration is going to target immigrant communities, that we're here to stay.
New York is a sanctuary city.
I'm not against the ones that do it the right way. Even the ones that was here illegally, that that did their thing and added to society, man, or added to their family without killing somebody else, man. If you came over here and you hustled your way in, you know what I'm saying? I think they should let those people stay. But the ones that's out here that's just eating all our bread up, nah.
Where undocumented immigrants are largely shielded from immigration agents. Those convicted of serious crimes do face deportation, but police commanders believe they're a tiny percentage of the thousands who poured into the city.
Trump's pick for border czar, Tom Homan, promises to carry out his mass deportation plan.
Oh, that's a bad son of a bitch right there.
With or without the cooperation.
Oh, they see that Tom Homan face, man, and they just start trembling. They start shaking like Vegas crap dice when they see Tom Homan come in the room, man.
Of so-called sanctuary cities.
We'll know who we're going.
They send the emails out.
to rest where we're most likely to find them.
He's setting up right now a battle between the federal government and the state and city government. Can a locality decide to circumvent federal immigration laws and prohibit federal law enforcement from doing its job?
Boy, it's about to get dark in Texas.
If we can't get assistance from New York City, we may have to double the number of agents we send to New York City.
If you have an investment in Bitcoin, let me know in the chat by typing 9s, all right? Were you smart enough to get into Bitcoin when it was young?
With stories like this becoming the new normal across America, it's becoming obvious something's got to be done to get bad actors out of our country. But what nobody's talking about is that progressive leaders and activists in sanctuary cities are once again trying to paint this as some sort of mean-spirited crackdown against every immigrant who lives here, when it's the gang members that shouldn't be here who are targeting.
Bitcoin is dead. I love when they talk. Watch his face when he ace.
And exploiting law-abiding immigrants and asylum seekers. And this exploitation starts south of the border when many enlist the help of guides to travel into America, only to discover they're now prisoners of gangs and cartels, who they owe massive debts to for their help getting into the country. And what most people don't know is that these gangs, they photograph and mark people before they bring them here, creating a permanent record some asylum seekers can never escape from, leading to that vulnerable person being exploited not only on their way to America, but even after that, because when they arrive in a sanctuary city,
imagine those dudes that bought into Bitcoin when it was $100. You know what I'm saying? And they say, you know what? Hey, I got $10,000. Let me go get 100 of them things. 100 of them things times 89.
Like New York, gang members are here waiting for them in many of our asylum shelters. And when people who've fled poverty and traveled thousands of miles enter these places, dangerous criminals waste no time sizing up each and
$8 million some shit right now.
Every one of them, regardless of who they are, for their value as human capital that can be put to work in service of their gang. Which brings us to the real reason why many people voted for a president who would carry out these deportations. This looks like the only way to remove dangerous criminals and gang members.
What you said, it wasn't never $100. I remember it was dirt cheap. I'll tell you that. And that Ethereum coin, listen, I trade millions on that fucking Ethereum, before people even knew what it was, I'm just saying that even Dogecoin, do you remember that Dogecoin? Made mad money off that too. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. Kenny said it was free. I don't remember how much it was. I know it was cheap as fuck.
From cities across the country, especially the sanctuary cities. Yet even after winning a landslide presidential election, the Trump administration will have its work cut out for it because sanctuary cities like New York have rules in place to stop them at every turn, like laws that make it illegal for local police who've arrested these gang members before and know who they are and where they live to help ICE get them off the streets. But as you're about to see, Trump's new border czar is kind of the opposite of our current border czar, and he says he's going to deport people from sanctuary.
Mayor Adams is going to flip all that shit up. You want to know why? Because Mayor Adams used to be blue. Now Mayor Adams is a whole fucking Republican, and they're giving him mad shit about it. They won't let him just transition. You're not going to change New York City lists like that. Oh, yes, he will.
Cities, whether they help him or not.
What he's saying, he's saying by law, the precincts cannot help ICE. You can't tell them where they at. So
this massive building here, this
is sued.
This is the Stewart Hotel. It's a former hotel. It's now being used as a shelter for asylum seeker families. It's right here in Midtown by Penn Station and Madison Square Garden. And although there could be deportation agents here after Trump's second term starts, the people they'll be looking for aren't who most New Yorkers think they are.
What do mass deportations look like, chat? You target individuals, you remove dangerous criminals, you have to prioritize. The department actually deports individuals every single day. Now, under this administration, they have been at historic glows. And as you mentioned, the number.
So it looks like these deportation efforts, they're going to focus on dangerous criminals and gang members. And it also looks like people currently get deported every single day in America. And although there have been fewer deportations than normal and way more border crossings than normal over the last few years, which has led to more of the wrong people making their way into the country, it sounds like the Trump administration is not going to be looking to round up millions of people and send them somewhere. No. In fact,
all right, double tap the screen, get the likes up, man. If you're in New York, man, and New York looks completely different in the last 4 years, is New York fucked up? Yes or no? You know? Yes or no? Y or N?
they've only got about 6,000 deportation.
I can tell you Cincinnati's not fucked up, you know.
Agents right now. Yes, they could hire more, but it would take time to go through that process, and the resources really aren't there for what many activists in New York claim everybody should be afraid of. And some of the activists at these protests, they're U.S. citizens. They don't have anything to worry about, or they're green card holders with permanent residency. On top of that, asylum seekers have a legal right to remain in America while their court case plays out, which means most of the folks who live here, they don't have anything to worry about either, unless they're already wanted by federal immigration authorities for something.
You concentrate on the public safety threats and the national security threats first, because they're the worst of the worst. So it's going
Homan.
to be the worst first. That's how I
double tap the screen or go to the top right and hit the three dots. All right, we at the hour mark. We're gonna go down the rabbit hole soon. You know what I'm saying? Let me wrap this up real quick.
has to be done. And we know a record number of people on the terrorist watch list have crossed this border. We know a record number of terrorists have been released in this country.
Who could possibly be against that? If somebody's on a terror watch list, their presence in America puts all Americans and any law-abiding resident in danger.
That part.
And it even puts people in danger who might be here in an undocumented way, but aren't criminals either. It's hard to believe that it's possible to find people who are against such a plan. Yet they're here and they're ready to dig in their heels and fight against it every step of the way. And the damage these bad actors are causing inside shelters that are supposed to help those who New York activists say they truly care about is astonishing. And it's the asylum seekers themselves who are complaining about gangs and want them gone. They're the ones with young kids living in these shelters who don't want to see criminals exploit them.
So it seems like the ones that want to do it the right way is complaining about the people that's fucking up. So it ain't just us, it's the people that's actually trying to do it the right way. And, you know, honestly, they're not even looking at the laws and stuff. They're looking at their safety and their immediate safety. They're like, yo, these dudes is wow.
And when the asylum seekers who are immigrants and live in city-run shelters next to gang members tell us that these gangs are a real problem and that they're dangerous, we should probably open our ears and start listening. But the activists aren't, because it's Trump who wants to get rid of these people. Here's a parent who lives at the Roosevelt Hotel, which is another shelter near here, and it's got verified gang members living inside of it because they've been arrested and listed this place as their address. And these are parents who came here fleeing these gangs, and now the gangs are here waiting for them in the shelters that are supposed to.
Interesting. The people that's there is like complaining about their own people. That's weird. It must mean that they really on fire.
Help them. Literally, this is total lawlessness, and it's not empowering people. It's not protecting our immigrant communities. Instead, it's putting them in danger and ruining their lives. And that's just the gang members from Tren de Aragua, a Venezuelan gang that started in a prison. We've literally had known members of dangerous organizations enter the country and disappear. Who knows what they could possibly be up to? Those people need to be found. But instead, the local resistance efforts here are trying to make this some anti-immigrant agenda, when really it's immigrants who suffer first at the hands of many of these criminals. But the activists do bring up a good point. This is going to be a very expensive operation. It's going to cost billions of dollars, and nobody's quite sure where that money's going to come from.
First of all, the cost of deportation, this President Trump's plan is going to be a cost savings for the American people, because this administration is paying for free airline tickets all over the country, free hotel rooms at $500 a night, free education, free medical care, and that's the purpose.
So according to the new border czar, this could cost a lot of money at first, but in the long run, it's going to save the country a lot of money. And
yesterday, it's obviously going to cost a lot of money because, you know, apparently they trying to send these motherfuckers back first class, you know.
And you can't really put a price.
It costs money, trust me. And they send them all over the world. They're not just going to Mexico.
It's on national security and people's lives. That's tough. And as New York City is learning, even the most progressive immigration plans in the entire country will eventually run out of money and run out of
$4 trillion in waste spending. We talking about a laundry list of shit that these people have been spending money on outside of this country. I'm talking about they're literally shoving cocaine in baboons' noses to see if they fuck more and why they on cocaine as opposed to when they're not. You know what I'm saying? They spending money like that. And then why is there so much resistance to putting some soldiers down by the border when they spending all this money on these people anyway?
Ways to help people, which is what's happening here. We've got over 200 asylum shelters here, but they're all at capacity, and people get evicted after 30 and 60-day time periods and have to go live somewhere else, even though they don't have a job, even though they don't have any way to necessarily provide for themselves. These rolling evictions are how city officials have kept the whole thing affordable, even though it really isn't. And sadly, now you've got people living in tents outside some of the very places that were supposed to not help them end up homeless. And not only is this whole asylum industrial complex incredibly expensive to maintain, the idea that criminals are...
Well, do you agree that he will be in office soon? Would you agree that he's elected? Do you agree that he should be proposing what he wants to do soon? Soon as he sit down? Yeah, this is where we going. You have a seat too. Just sit down. All right. Double tap the screen or go to the top right of your screen and hit the three dots. That gets the likes up. All right. That don't apply to the past. It applies to future people trying to abuse the system. Thank you.
Are benefiting from it is just sickening. At the same time, nobody from the federal government is telling New York that it can't have its right to shelter rules, and nobody is telling New York that it can't house 60,000 asylum seekers who are law-abiding in hotels like this one. They're just asking for a little help removing gang members and criminals from these places who are doing so much damage. The people inside of them aren't getting anything out of it. But since it's President Trump who wants to locate and deport these bad actors, local activists say this must be an evil plan. It must be wrong because of who's behind it. And just as President Trump may have a mandate from voters to carry out the promises he campaigned upon, our leaders here have a mandate from their voters who still...
For the things that he campaigned about. All right. Promised you he was going to do this. And they acted surprised.
Overwhelmingly do not support Donald Trump to get in the way of whatever plan comes our way. And they don't seem to care about the collateral damage and continued suffering that's still going to take place here if the status quo is maintained.
All right, now look, I want to show y'all this guy Putin, right? This was earlier. All right, and the question is, are we heading to World War III, man? I think that Putin is trying his best to hold his head, you know what I'm saying? But let's just say if the Ukraine starts launching nuclear missiles across to Russia, it's going to be up. They're gonna tear shit up over there.
Of this work, a number of clarifications have been proposed regarding the conditions.
Says Putin's nuclear war threat on camera as Biden allows Ukraine long-range strikes on Russia.
States and military alliances that are subject to nuclear deterrence and complements the list of military threats that require nuclear deterrence measures to be neutralized. I would also like to draw your particular attention to another issue. The amended document defines aggression against Russia by any non-nuclear state, though with the involvement or support of...
That's a fact, Kelsey.
It also explicitly defines
what me and Kenny is used to it.
Transition to nuclear weapons use.
We're shadow banned. I'm shadow banned. Type MacMean and Trump. I bet you won't find one video. I got
on the mass.
Yet I got millions of views for talking about Trump, but you can't find my name one time next to Trump. Shadow banned. All right. So yeah, we all shadow banned over here.
Aircraft, cruise missiles, UAV.
The only reason that y'all found me is because you got me through the shorts feed. So if you got it from the shorts feed, Cash App MacMean, $, MacMean. We're not monetized over here. All right. And if you can't do that, double tap the screen, get the likes up, or hit the three dots at the top right. Share the video and subscribe. It's free. Puto.
Using conventional weapons poses a critical threat to our sovereignty. I would like to conclude by noting that all the clarifications are highly accurate and correspond to the current military threats and risks against the Russian Federation. Let us proceed with our work. I now give the floor to the Minister of Defense, Andrei Romovich-Belousov. Today, we are holding a scheduled meeting. The meeting is called the Permanent Meeting on Nuclear Deterrence, and it is held twice a year. And on today's agenda, we have an issue related to updating the basic principles of state policy.
Salute, CJ Rich. Give me 1 second.
With the military doctrine. This is the document that officially defines and details Russia's nuclear strategy. First of all, it lays down the basic principle of the use of nuclear weapons, namely that the use of nuclear forces is an extreme measure to protect the country's sovereignty. I underline that we have always approached these issues in a highly responsible manner, well aware of the enormous power of these weapons.
Scary.
We have sought to strengthen the international legal basis for global stability and to prevent the proliferation of nuclear triad remains the main guarantee of the security of our state and our citizens and an instrument for maintaining strategic parity and the balance of power in the world. At the same time, we see that the current military and political situation is changing dynamically, and we must take this into account. This includes the emergence of new sources of military threats and risks to Russia and our allies. It is important to anticipate the development of the situation and to adapt. Over the past year, the experts of the Ministry of Defense.
I can't listen to this dude puting too long, man, because he don't speak English, and you got to hear this translator. CJ Rich, salute. What's good, bro?
Yo, thanks for letting me tap in once again. Hey, what's up with you, Mac Man? How you living out there in NY?
I'm chilling, man. God's work, man. You know, we trying to see what's going on. Is these people trying to send us into a war and stuff like that? But originally we were speaking about the border, right? I got one more thing that I want to show them about this border situation, right? And it's about Tom Homan. Are you familiar with Tom Homan?
I'm not. School me.
Okay, well, Tom Homan is the new so-called border czar that Trump selected, right?
Oh, I was the nigga, or the white boy that was up there debating Ocasio-Cortez, right?
Yeah, this guy's like Sergeant Slaughter. You know what I'm saying? Like he's that's how he comes.
Yeah. I feel you. Yeah, he was pushing a hard line. He was saying, "This is what we did first time I served under Trump, and this is what we're trying to bring back." So yeah, I know who you're talking about. I just didn't know his name.
He plays hardball, but let me play this.
Well, Democrats are already preparing to push back on former President Trump's planned migrant deportation program. Massachusetts Governor Maura Healey is already declaring that her state will not comply.
If the Trump administration...
Now we're talking about whatever Trump is up to, whatever he's trying to push when it comes down to this border, the Democrat states are basically saying we're not complying with this shit.
Migrant deportation.
Giving resistance, open resistance.
Program.
Yes, I understand.
Governor Maura Healey is already declaring that her state will not comply.
If the Trump administration requests it, would the Massachusetts...
Now, so for the people that say that, well, he's not even president yet, how is he doing anything? Well, if he's not the president yet and it doesn't make any sense of what he's saying, why are these people replying to what he's saying? We're talking about the senators. They're saying that, listen, whatever he's proposing, we're not just taking this sitting down.
State police assist in mass deportations?
No, absolutely not. Every tool in the toolbox has got to be used to protect our citizens, to protect our residents, and protect our states, and certainly to hold the line on democracy and the rule of law.
But the president-elect's newly named border czar, Tom Homan, says he won't be stopped by sanctuary cities or states.
I mean, there's going to be martial law. There's going to be martial law. That's the only thing that's going to happen because these people got to deliver their promises. You got to understand. And if your state is going to be like you're harboring fugitives. And what are they going to do? They're going to send the military up in there just like they're going to send the military at our southern door.
Hey, let me tap in before you continue with the clip. Could I tap in real quick?
Yes.
So they talking about protecting citizens. They want to convolute all this shit. They say they want to protect citizens and residents. A resident is the place you live. You dig? It's like being a renter versus a homeowner. I could live in a place and not own it. So you know I'm trying to get at. That's what the illegal, and I want to emphasize that illegal immigrants that's broke a law, and that ain't the same as someone who came over here, man. I'm from Cali, you dig? So I know a lot of Mexicans, you know what I mean, on both sides of the fence. And the ones that came over here legally, or the parents, the grandparents came over here legally, they ain't supporting that shit. They was rocking with Trump. I'm gonna tell you, I had these discussions before the election. So it ain't the same thing. They're trying to muddy the waters and saying they're protecting democracy and the rule of law. If a nigga breaks the law, how is that co-signing the rule of law? You know, and I done bent a few rules in my day, but nigga, I got punished for that. I had to sit down a little bit. So, you know, I don't understand that, how they just want to put it all under one umbrella and say, oh, we protecting democracy by letting niggas break the law. That's a contradiction, my.
Exactly. Or the
I'm getting a little flustered, my nigga.
Nah, you make perfect sense. It just seems like the goalpost is moved when it comes down to us. It's just that simple. You know what I mean? Like, you know, think about it like this, right? If a person that's from if I'm robbing somebody already, right? And then they put the cuffs on me, I can't say that, you know, well, I got rights, you know what I mean? Like,
and look, I've seen
you're breaking the law, so your rights is kind of halted at that point.
Exactly. Nigga, I was just on court, unfortunately, last Thursday. Nothing major, but they said right in there, by taking this plea deal, you forfeit your rights. And I had to be okay. That's what it is. You dig? And they forfeited their rights when they broke the law.
I mean, they were saying, well, you know what? If we do that, this mass deportation, we're going to be separating kids from mothers and fathers and all that. Well, they put their kid in the fucking book bag and drag them across the joint. You know what I'm saying? I mean, when we get locked up, if I'm drunk driving with my fucking son in the back seat, they're going to separate me from my child when they lock me up. It's just that simple. You feel me? It's not
exactly.
like
And I hate to say this, but yeah, that was my little case. Not to put my information out there too much, but it was just a little dewy the other day. And yeah, I was separated from my family during those, that one day I was locked up. So it don't make sense that just because you come across the border, that if you break the law, that you wouldn't be separated from your family. Citizens go through this shit all day, every day. So you got it. Yeah, you spot on.
Got to be used to protect our citizens, to protect our residents, and protect our states, and certainly to hold the line on democracy and the rule of law.
But the president-elect's newly named border czar, Tom Homan, says he won't be stopped by sanctuary cities or states.
And look, I've seen some of these Democratic governors say they're going to stand in the way. They're going to make it hard for us. Well, a suggestion: if you're not going to help us, get the hell out of the way, but we're going to do it. So if we can't get assistance from New York City, and we may have to double the number of agents we send to New York City, because we're going to do the job. We're going to do the job.
If you want to speak, if you have something to say and it's meaningful, you want to hit the panel with me and CJ Rich. All right. Go ahead and hit that StreamYard link that's pinned at the top. Double tap.
Yo. Before you continue, I want to tell you something. I hope it's just constructive criticism. It ain't no hate, but it took me a minute to get up here because I don't know. I don't know if it's when you do it vertical. I don't know what the fuck it is. You do it on your phone, because I don't stream, but you can't click the link. You can't just, you know what I mean? Boom. Like I don't know what Yuck does. You do it on his laptop or whatever, but you can't just click the link. You gotta almost memorize the shit and type it in manual. And it took me a few attempts, took me a few tries to actually get up here. So I don't know what adjustment you might want to make, but I'm gonna let you know the audience can't just click the link. So hopefully we can get that resolved.
It's okay. Like if you want to join, then go to my community wall. I'll post the link on the community wall, and then y'all can join the live. Normally that works
There
when
we
you
go.
go to, you know what I'm saying? So it's now posted on the community wall. If y'all want to join the stream, hit the community wall. Now it goes like this. If you're on the cell phone, let me see. The cell phone goes right to it. Are you on the cell phone?
I am.
Oh, mine went right to it. I just tried to hit the link. But anyway,
Okay, if it's on the community, that might be a little different. But in the chat, I'm gonna tell you, it don't go straight through.
Nah, I just hit it on the chat. Like anybody hit the link on the chat and see if it works. I just hit it right from the chat.
All right, y'all let me know. It might be my phone. Y'all let me know.
Nope, it's not. I can't hit it on the shorts feed. You can't hit it, but on the
okay.
Yeah, I just tried to hit it on the shorts feed. It wouldn't allow me. You know what I'm saying? But it's on the community wall. All right, let's get back to it. All right, this is Tom Homan, y'all.
Out you or with you.
And Homan defended the president-elect's deportation plan, saying that it puts our national security first.
Denise, salute.
President Trump has made it clear.
Salute to the
we
chat.
will prioritize public safety threats and national security threats first. If you're in the country illegally, you shouldn't feel comfortable. Absolutely not. I won't feel comfortable if I'm in the country illegally. You shouldn't be comfortable either, because when you enter this country illegally, you have committed a crime. You are a criminal, and you're not off the table.
I love that theme. There's been a big comfort that illegal entrants have enjoyed for quite some time now. The whole point is,
I don't want to see nobody locked up, but it's like almost like when I went to robbery school, you know what I mean? This is personal. I don't normally tell people about the story, right? When I went to robbery school, the first thing they told me is that, nigga, you might get caught. That was in the rules. Double tap the screen. Let's get the likes up, please. Give me 1 second, y'all. I'll go to the top right, hit the 3 dots. We got CJ Rich, my boy Arjanice in the building. All right, and we talking that rabbit hole shit right now. You know what I'm saying? Are we heading to World War III, y'all?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, you feel that?
I think so. I think that it's just inevitable. I think it's just about to happen no matter what. I think Trump's just gonna try to stop it, but I think it's up.
What you mean? The deportation about to happen? Deportation inevitable?
Nah, we're talking about war. We're talking about like a war, a world war.
Oh shit, man! Hey, we already at war, champ. We already there.
Yeah, we are, but I feel like it's gonna get more severe. I feel like Russia and all them are just like
it's gonna get nasty over there. It's gonna get nasty over there, bro.
That's a fact.
Yeah. And you got to think, all of our NATO countries are like smack dab in the middle of that shit. Like, look, let me see something. Look at this shit. They like writing it like they're at the end of Russia. Most of the countries that's with NATO.
Yeah, I was gonna say, ain't they in Eastern Europe? You're right there on the border. Y'all see why you looking up the details? Let me say this to the homie and to you. Yeah, we supporting Ukraine. That's Cold War status. You know what I mean? When we supporting other countries behind the scenes to try to push a hard line on our enemies. Bars. But yeah, that's exactly what we're doing right now. So it's already up, in my opinion.
It is up, but it's about to get crazier, I feel like.
Yeah, it's gonna get nasty. It's gonna get nasty. Give me a second, y'all.
you shouldn't be comfortable.
I mean, isn't it amazing just to see that, just the transfer?
Get this stuff off. Let's get this this border stuff out the way real quick.
You know, that attitude, rather than the sort of nonsense we've had for 4 years. Just a quick point on the attitude of these Democrat governors. What Orwellian doublespeak there from the governor of Massachusetts? She's like, we're going to protect our people. Excuse me, you have people who are illegally here. They shouldn't be in the first place. Violent criminals assaulting, in some cases murdering American citizens, and she's going to protect the criminals? It's just absolutely extraordinary.
And that's what's been happening for 4 years. We talked about this last week, Harris, that indeed, where was the protection? Where was that strength during the last 4 years when our American citizens have been under attack?
Well, and I would add to that, Emily, where was the compunction to use it if it even existed in the first place? I mean, where was the intestinal fortitude to look at the southern border? And by the way, we don't talk enough about the northern border, but to look at how porous our entry points on our country have been throughout this administration. Where was the intestinal fortitude?
You know, what concerns me though, y'all, is that how eager the Democrat states that exist are they eager to give Trump resistance. They're saying basically, we don't give a fuck what Trump signs. We don't care what he proposes. We don't care about the army. We don't care about none of that shit. We will do everything to protect these people. That's what they're saying. Well, don't that scare y'all?
That's a fact.
Yeah, that is a major
You
concern,
think that they will?
homie.
I thought the most resistance they would give is to the abortion stuff. You know what I'm saying? But it really seems like they're just going to give this dude the problem no matter what it is.
Big fact, because abortion, yeah, that's an agenda. That's something they want to push with the population control. But they know if the immigrants know that they backed them all along, hey, we gave y'all residence, we gave y'all these debit cards, we did all this shit. Oh, that's something else I wanted to speak on. I understand that NY recently revoked the debit cards, but states like California, states like Cali, where I'm at, we still funding them. We still putting thousands of dollars on debit cards. So obviously I can support that. But let me say this: they know that the immigrants, if they support them fully, if they back them, that's more votes, and that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to replace the our black votes always used to be behind them since 1964, since Lyndon B. Johnson said, I give them the Civil Rights Act, I'm gonna have these niggas votes for the next 200 years. And now they see us trying to slightly stray away from that. Niggas voting in their own best interest. They're trying to replace our population basically with the immigrants. They're a bigger population. There's more Mexicans up in this bitch now than black people. And that also ties in to the abortion issue because, and I hate to say it, ladies, I love y'all from the bottom of my heart. I'm here holding down my mama, so it ain't about that. But black women statistically get more abortions than any other women. So if y'all aborting y'all kids and these other people, populating and they're letting more immigrants in, then that's the way they're gonna go. They're gonna go with the numbers. It's just business. It's a cold game. Y'all got it.
Now, one of the other states or cities that's really giving resistance to what Trump is trying to do is Chicago. And there's black people, the mayor that's over there, black people are really getting on his ass, saying that he's not deporting these motherfuckers fast enough, and the gangs is about to get active on them. Check it out.
All right, let's get to the clip of them just blasting Mayor Johnson. He deserved every minute of the backlash from the black community. Now, let me preface this because I don't want people to think that Brandon Tatum is being disingenuous.
Double tap the screen. Let's get the likes up, please. Damn, we only got 100 likes. Crazy. Go to the top right, hit the 3 dots. Share this video for me, y'all. We got CJ Rich. We got my boy Arjanice, 1981, in the building. All right, New York to Cali to Cincinnati, 3 different cities. What city you at? Type it in the chat. I'm about to highlight every city that I see. All right, and double tap the screen for me.
This is a small minority of black people, but most of the common sense is coming from these black people. So it's a minority, but this is where all the brains at, right here. Roll the clip.
Good afternoon. I want to know, how does it feel that Trump is in office right now?
Monique, what up, baby?
You see the Mayor Brandon Johnson, you underestimate us. You underestimate the black people, and you underestimate Chicago Red. We're the thorn in y'all side, and we're going to be the thorn on everybody else in this council member side too. If you don't stop what you're doing, we're going to take matters in our own hand, and we're going to stop it. You know that Trump had pulled 45% of the voter in the state of Illinois, 37 in the city of Chicago. That's the statistic. That means that Illinois is turning purple. We're going to turn red.
Y'all can bird dog me all y'all want, but if it's relationship over duty, then y'all don't serve.
They hate when black men are Republican. Why is that? Why do they hate so much when you're conservative? You black and conservative, it's almost like you black and angry. Like, they never say you black and smart or you black and informed, or you just informed or you're smart. They got to add that black shit into everything. It's obvious I'm a black man. You know what I mean? My skin tell you that before I talk, but that black card is a motherfucker, and they just get so scared when they see You got black conservatives, men. You know, not transvestites. I'm talking about men. Because a lot of these dudes, you know,
yo, because
dick.
it's a lot of expectations tied up in that. You know, they expect us to go one way. And I ain't gonna say I voted for Trump, but I ain't gonna say I voted for Kamala. But no, it's a lot of expectations wrapped up in that. You dig? So they're trying to keep you in line. Basically, they're trying to control you.
I dare you get out of line. How dare you? And then they it's almost like reverse Willie Lynch. It's almost like instead of using the biggest nigga, use the biggest person in your family. Use the most outspoken voice. You know, use a rapper. You know what I mean? Like, you know, like let's pay Beyonce $10 million. It's just some desperate attempts to get us to move into a certain direction. So yeah, it's what you said. It's like you better do what I tell you to do. The way you program.
Before you continue, let me say this. I'm gonna let the other brothers speak too. But man, one of the most solid brothers in my family, man. He posted day after election. He said, "If you voted for Trump, we ain't family no more. We ain't friends no more. I can't fuck with you, and it's over basically." But that first part, that's verbatim. That's exactly what he said, and I was like, "God damn." I ain't had a conversation with him since because I'm going through a lot myself right now. But I couldn't believe it that if you don't toe the line, that basically they're saying like Biden said, you ain't black.
Yeah, pretty much. You know what's so crazy though? I feel the same way they feel. You know what I mean? I feel the same way. I feel like, you know, log off if that's what if you was out there voting for that broad, for that evil witch, right? Log off. Me and you ain't got nothing to talk about. It's just that simple.
No. We can't cut our family off over political views. We gotta have an exchange. We gotta be able to have an open exchange and be like, okay, this why I went the way I went. Now tell me why you went the way you went, and we could come to an understanding. That's all I'm trying to do. I ain't trying to push that hard of a line, but man, that's my cousin, and he got 6 kids, man. So
ask you something. How old are you?
I'm 40.
Okay. Well, I'm 50, and I say fuck him. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, man, that's my cousin. He got 6 of my nephews and nieces. I'm trying to, come to an understanding.
You know what? Your new family is worth more. That ass. Your new family, the ones you made by yourself and your mother and your father. That's it. Everybody else, tentative. The jury's still out. You want to know why? Because a person's politics. Let me explain something. My family was very close knit. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of shit that they pumped at me was detrimental to my life. It fucked my life up. Listening to some of their ethics and some of their politics, it fucked my life up. I thought so. To me, fuck them. You know what I mean? Like I'm responsible for the ones I create, right? And I'm responsible to the ones that created me. Everybody else, the jury's still out. You want to know why? Your politics shows how you're thinking. Your politics is show me everything about you, man. Let me explain something, right? Most of these Democrats, right, are some evil ass emotional motherfuckers. You want to know why? Because when you try, and this is why I say most of them, when you try to initiate a conversation with them, right, they get emotional and they start slamming you about some goofy shit, right? But when you talk to somebody on the right, they give you this the facts, and then it's up to you to go research the facts. You rarely run into a bunch of emotions, you know what I mean? And then you normally get a good dialogue. People on the right are most likely, if you present something that's correct, they're gonna rock with it. There's no conspiracy. It's just like, this makes sense for me and my family, so I'm fucking with this. Somebody that's collected and not making emotional decisions that's going to basically, especially as a man, if you leading your household, you got to make informed decisions. You can't make emotional decisions. It ruins your family. So family members that pump that to you, it's better that they're not next to you, in my opinion. Hey,
yo, overall, I would agree with you. But like I said, man, he is solid dude. He be grinding like real hard for his family. Like I said, he got 6 kids, so I would hope that we could come to some sort of understanding. But I do agree with you that you most likely to get, lack of a better term, facts over feelings on the right, from people that lean in right. I would agree with that.
I believe people when they talk. I believe when they say, when, like I listen to some people, like I dealt with a lot of artists, recording artists, right? And what I hear some of these niggas say is that when I get on, watch what happens. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna shit on these people. Everybody, you know what I mean? And these be the motherfuckers that you help the most. The ones that's talking about, you know what, I'm gonna shit on everybody once I get on, is the ones that require the most help, right?
That's a fact.
Now I'm gonna tell you why I say that, right? Because when they say that, when they finally get on, 9 out of 10 times, they actually shit on the people. They promises made, promises kept. They keep that promise. They shit on them. They separate themselves from them. So when somebody in my family say that they ain't fucking with me because my political view, I take it personal. I act like you talking to me if you're a Democrat. Especially if I'm so vocal and I know you see my shit. Yo, some of the people I fuck with that I thought was close to me have shaded me so bad, right? And there was years where I was trying to be nice. Bro, it shit is mentally disturbing. I say fuck them. You ain't got to believe what I believe, but if you into chasing people down and targeting people because of their politics, fuck you. You know what I'm saying? That's a heavy ass blanket statement to make on Facebook, knowing that that's where we attack, that's where we connect with our family at.
I do respect what you're saying. I could understand that. I want to hope for better, but maybe you're right.
No, but you know what though? If you close to him, like me and my cousin, when I was a heavy Democrat, he was a heavy Republican. I used to call him Uncle Tom. I used to violate this nigga. You know what I'm saying? I didn't understand it at all. And I really thought he was Uncle Tom. I didn't even know about Uncle Tom. I was just repeating what people were saying. Thought I was dissing him. You know what I'm saying? And then, I listened to a lot of shit he said. I went to challenge it, and I found out he was right. So salute to him. Even though I don't fuck with him now. But it ain't got nothing to do with politics.
The blue. And you can smirk all you want.
Mr. Sims, direct your attention towards me, please.
You're a criminal. Why do I got to address you? The feds need to address you. DOJ need to address you. And hopefully Donald Trump will address you. Because you're going to protect the undocumented. Why you going to allow for the citizens in Chicago to suffer under your, 33%? See, Joe Lopez cooked that 3% up a long time ago. Y'all called it a circuit breaker. Y'all been talked about it. Remember, before you came in here and gave that jovial speech, you need to be inspected. You wearing that creep over there.
Acting like, you just gonna bully everybody. You got people, officers whose families don't even want you to come to the funeral. You just like a schoolyard bully.
I just don't think it's practical. For me,
my bad, yo.
You good?
That at some point, and you might not know nothing about it because you grew up in Elgin. But those of us who grew up on the south side and west side of Chicago, we all know at some point that bully gets cornered in the alley and everybody come at him and he ain't gonna have nobody to help him. That's you. That's you. Keep thinking you ain't gonna abide by what the president of the United States said. Everybody know better than that. I see you, Anna Valencia, in your red. You know what it is. This is the second time you showed up in city council in red. You know what it is? Yeah. So you and the rest of them that know what time it is, y'all come on. You leave that loser where he is. He's a loser. No, me and Zoe, we ain't doing nothing for nobody except for ourselves. We got you, loser.
14% rating is what you appear to have, Brandon Johnson, across the United States, or how they see you. But 14% rating. Now, I'm going to talk about all those known donations of $11.5 million that came from places like the CTU, the SEIU, the American Federation of Teachers, Illinois Federation of Teachers, and then someone got the nerve to get on there and talk about cutting the pensions. What about our real estate? Because see, we paid for these properties for a purpose and not for you to go touching it with $300 million that you want to siphon out of the citizens' pockets. Get rid of the illegals, and that'll take your money right back. Start it off with that.
As you can see, there are people that are disgruntled with Brandon Johnson, and I think that more people will come out and oppose him. This fool done said so many crazy things. He played a race card every chance he get. We got evidence and videos of him doing it. And then he comes out and supporting all them illegal aliens in the city. I'm surprised black people still vote for that guy.
I had to go get my tea, man. I'm sorry, y'all. Gentlemen, double tap the screen. If you're new here, if you got here through the shorts feed, double tap the screen to get the likes up. We'll go to the top right, hit the 3 dots. That's what gets the likes up.
Calm down. Yo,
all right,
I came up here to show some love, but I gotta drop down. I'm gonna be listening though, Mac. Great content.
Okay. Thank you, Arjanice. You know what I'm saying? Closing up. All right.
You ever know? Y'all be easy, all right? Shout out to the chat.
Salute. All right. Now, man, I got a whole bunch of shit going on over here. I want to introduce y'all, man, for the people that don't know, Matt Gaetz, right? They say that they got some weird case going on with him. We'll talk about that as that develops. But right now, I just show y'all how Trump selected his team of some badasses, essentially.
General, you've told us that
this right here, Matt Gaetz, Trump's attorney general pick, grills A.G. Garland at judiciary hearing.
It's a dangerous conspiracy theory to allege that the Department of Justice is communicating with these state and local prosecutions against Trump. You can clear it all up for us right now. Will the Department of Justice provide to the committee all documents, all correspondence between the department and Alvin Bragg's office and Fonnie Willis's office and Letitia James's office?
The offices you're referring to are independent offices of state.
Coming smoking hot over here.
I get that. The question is whether or not you will provide all of your documents and correspondence. That's
They're calling Trump's team the X-Men or the Dream Team.
Question. I don't need a history lesson.
Well, I'm going to say again, we do not control those offices. They make their own decisions.
The question is whether you communicate with them, not whether you control them. Do you communicate with them and will you provide this?
Yeah, Matt Gaetz. Yeah.
Make a request. We'll refer it to our Office of Legislative Affairs.
But see, here's the thing. You come in here and you lodge this attack.
Hey, Matt Gaetz, because I'm used to Bernard Gaetz from New York, the dude that shot those 5 black kids in the train.
That it's a conspiracy theory that there is coordinated law
Kevin Cabey
against Trump. And then when we say, fine, just give us the documents, give us the correspondence, and then if it's a conspiracy theory, that will be evident. But when you say, well, we'll take your request, and then we'll sort of work it through the DOJ's accommodation process, then you're actually advancing the very dangerous conspiracy theory that you're concerned about. Now, you were a judge, once nominated the highest court in our country. When you were a judge, I'm just curious, did you ever make political donations to partisan candidates? No, and you didn't because that would create the potential appearance of impropriety.
I didn't because there's a federal rule barring federal judges from making contributions.
Right, but under that same theory of attacks on the judicial process, like shouldn't be owed like a jury of their peers and a judge that's non-biased rather than getting a judge from your political opponent's donor file?
I'm well aware that you're not asking a hypothetical. You're asking me to comment on a jury verdict in another jurisdiction.
Yeah, he got his ass about the way.
Which has to be respected. I won't comment on it. That case is still ongoing. The defendant
Mr. Attorney General, I hadn't asked you about the verdict yet. We were getting there. I was talking about the judge. And so let me ask you this question about
some joker ass eyebrows, Jeremiah.
your time as a judge.
That motherfucker evil as shit, huh?
Was there ever a time when you were a judge when you had a family member who was personally profiting off of the notoriety of a case that was before your court?
I'm going to say again, very clear, you're asking me to comment on a case.
He's scared to death of this fucking devil. Hey, double tap the screen. Let's get the likes up or go to the top right. Hit the 3 dots, man. Let's get the likes up to 200 real quick.
Another
No, wait, hold on, Mr. Attorney General. Did you ever have a family member profit off of the notoriety of any case that you sat over? Yes or no?
You're asking me to comment on a case currently.
Well, it seems you're connecting the dots, Mr. Attorney General. I'm just asking you as to a general principle, but you are aware that Judge Merchan's daughter was profiting off of this prosecution. You are aware that that creates the appearance of impropriety. You know the very reason there's a federal rule against judges giving donations is because it is the very attack on the judicial process that we're concerned about.
I'm sorry, I don't agree with anything you just said, but I'm not going to comment on it.
Okay, so you won't comment on it, Mr. Attorney General, but you had no problem dispatching Matthew Colangelo. Who's Matthew Colangelo?
That is false. I did not dispatch Matthew Colangelo.
Matthew Colangelo became the Assistant Attorney General at the very beginning of the Biden administration. Without having been Senate confirmed, goes and gets the senior role at the DOJ. And then after, I believe it's Gupta replaces Colangelo, Colangelo makes this remarkable downstream career journey from the U.S. Department of Justice in Washington, D.C., and then pops up in Alvin Bragg's office to go get Trump. And you're saying that's just a Let's keep it real. There's going to be a witch hunt on all Trump's picks. All right. Let's get the likes up. Let's get the likes past 200. Double tap the screen, people. If you're watching this, and you're human and you're alive, because they say that I got a lot of bots over here. So spam the chat with ones and let them know you're alive. Let's get them likes up. Go to the top right of your screen, hit the 3 dots, and subscribe to the channel too. Your choice that was made that has nothing to do with the lawfare coordinated by.
I'm saying it's false. I did not dispatch Mr. Colangelo anywhere.
Well, do you know how he ended up there?
I assume he spoke, he applied for a job there and got the job.
But see, you know what?
I tell you, I had nothing to do with it.
Well, you might not have had anything to do with it, but we've got this contemporaneous evidence in Mr. Pomerantz's book. So Pomerantz writes this book, which I'm sure you're aware of, where he says, we put together the legal eagles to get Trump. We got all these folks together and we assembled them for that purpose. And so when we on the Judiciary Committee think about attacks on the judicial process, our concern is that the facts and the law aren't being followed. A target is acquired here, Trump, and then you assemble the legal talent from DOJ, Mr. Pomerantz, and you bring everybody in to get him. And meanwhile, the judges. What I think about Matt, I think that he gives me Jack Nicholson vibes, The Shining. Seems like a smart and calculated motherfucker right there. I don't know ethically, but the person didn't say allegedly when they said that they seen him having sex with a small person. Let's just put it that way.
Yo, hold on. I don't even want to ask for details, but you got it. That's just disturbing to me. You got it. Keep playing the clip, man.
Yeah, he's under fire.
Making money on it.
All right, but you want to know who's another amazing motherfucker? Let me show y'all something real quick. Ben Carson, man, amazing dude. All right, too low key and quiet to really cause, you know what I'm saying, to be effective as a president. You know, this motherfucker thought he was gonna run for president. Definitely not good for a president, but for fifth man off the bench. I mean, sixth man off the bench.
Manipulate people and how to intimidate people and change their minds. This has been going on since we've been in America. You know, you go back to the days of slavery, you know, and a lot of the states there were more slaves than.
He said fake chat. All right, there we go with the fake shit, right? All right, 400 people in here. Spam the chat with ones. Say something. Say fuck you, F you. Put FUs in the chat. Let them know that you're real. FUs. Let's get 100 FUs in the chat, please. FU. All right. I call this part of the show God's work. All right. FU. We're talking to the devil. All right. Let the devil know where you can go. Get up out of here, man. FU in the chats. All right. Prove them wrong.
And there were owners. So what did they do? They had to divide the slaves.
Smart ass bots right there, y'all. That's some smart fucking bots. They know how to think. Say, I know how to think in the chat.
So they told the ones in the house, you're better than the ones in the yard. And the ones in the yard, you're better than the ones in the field. And then after slavery was over, the light-skinned ones, you're better than the dark-skinned ones. And on and on.
Views in the chat, all right?
When it went trying to divide people, today they say, if you are a conservative, then you are somehow an Uncle Tom, you're a horrible person, you're a demon. What a bunch of crap, you know, but, you know, it's been going on for hundreds of years. And it's really time to put a stop to it. So I am very happy to see that you have the courage to come out. You know, it doesn't bother me anymore because, you know, I only worry about what God thinks. I don't worry about what these other people think. But you know, sometimes people ask me, what happened to you? You changed. I haven't changed. I changed about 35 years ago because you see, I grew up
in Carson. I like him, man.
In Detroit, a bastion of liberalism. They call it progressivism now. They keep changing the name. But anyway, then from there to Boston, a bastion of liberalism. Back to Detroit, and then to New Haven, Connecticut, a bastion of liberalism, and then to Ann Arbor, Michigan, a bastion of liberalism, and then to Baltimore, Maryland, a bastion of liberalism. So I had no chance. I was a liberal. I was way out there. And then I did something.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with no Becky. Come on.
That liberals are never supposed to do.
No.
I listened to a conservative.
As long as she's American.
I listened to Ronald Reagan, and I said, you know, he doesn't sound like a horrible racist person. He sounds.
My cried, my FUs ain't going through. They know I'm a bot.
It's just like my mother. And at that point,
sharp.
I started thinking for myself. And that made a big difference. It made a big difference in my medical career, too. I didn't do what everybody else did. I
started thinking for myself. That's what you call freedom. On this channel, that's what we call God's work. The ability to think for yourself and to challenge what you were told. Okay?
We started thinking out of the box. How do you solve this problem? And that's the reason that God gave us these complex brains. Your brain has billions.
Man, he's dope.
And billions of neurons, hundreds of billions of interconnections. It remembers everything you've ever.
Fuse in the chat if you're real.
Seen everything you've ever heard. It can process more than 2 million bits of information in 1 second. Would God give you something like that just so that you can be a sheep and follow what somebody else tells you to do? Or to think for yourself? And you know, don't you find it fascinating that so many people say the president's a racist? He's a horrible racist and everything he does. Well, you know, it seems to me like some years ago, Jesse Jackson actually gave the president an award in New York City because he opened so many opportunities for black people. Is that what a racist does? And then when he moved to Palm Beach, he was right on the forefront to fighting the clubs who were not admitting Jews and blacks. Does that sound like what a racist would do? He is the one who finally got the Second Chance Act done. Does that sound like what a racist would do? When he took office, he brought the office of HBCUs to the White House so it could get appropriate attention, more money than ever. Opportunity zones so that people could take this money and direct it to the places where people did not have opportunities before. An economy where you have the lowest unemployment rates for black people in history. And it goes on and on and on. Let me tell you something. If he's a racist, he's an awfully bad one. He needs to go get a lesson from the real racists. The people who look at somebody like you and me and they say, because your skin is a certain color, you have to think a certain way. And if you don't, there's something wrong with you. And they start calling you names. Those are the real racists.
Hey, MacMean, let me jump in.
That are rising.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
All right. Because I got 3%, and I'll be back home about 20 minutes. If you're still on in 20 minutes, then I'm gonna hop back on. But let me land for now. Right. I gotta look into Ben Carson. You dig? because I'm familiar with him. I know he a PhD, a goddamn brain doctor, a neurosurgeon, and so I respect his credentials most definitely. He a smart dude. Back when I first heard of him in 2008, I was like you. I thought he was just Uncle Tom, just a coon. But he making a lot of sense in this little speech. So I'm gonna look more into his background and what he really stand on. But hey, thanks for having me up, homie, man. I said most of what I needed to say.
Okay.
And like I said, if you're still on, I'm gonna hop back up because this is a great discussion, and I like to give my perspective. So shout out to you for letting the average brother hop up and say his piece. Shout out to the chat. Y'all get the likes up. Peace to the mob. One love.
Slow. CJ Rich, you know what I'm saying? Always welcome over here. Mac Mean, true story, all stories ain't true, but this one is. Double tap the screen. Let's get the likes up, right? And but on a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you like this picture with Tupac? You know what I'm saying? Bikini. You know? I mean, your anger meter. Does this reach your anger meter any kind of way? Because some people just feel like, you know, like they would like to get emotional when they see Tupac in a bikini. Now, one thing I can be grateful for is that this is not a color picture, okay? All right. Now, Tupac. Tupac was a victim. Tupac was a whole motherfucking... Tupac was zesty as shit, man. But he did a good job, though. I ain't gonna lie. He's my favorite rapper, man. You know what I'm saying? Hit him up. Shot the police and all this other shit, right? You know? I wonder where he hid the gun at. Double tap the screen. Let's get the likes up, man. Where did Tupac hide the fucking gun when he shot the police in Baltimore, wherever it was? You know what I'm saying? Where did he hide the gun? Did he hide the gun in his prison wallet? Yeah, but I ain't gonna say Tupac was fruity. You know what I'm saying? But other people do say that. Say, you know what I mean? He was fruity as fuck. We know Meek Mill has definitely got some explaining to do. I heard Diddy is in jail like a fucking kingpin. Yeah, Diddy's in jail. They said Diddy's in jail eating fucking cheesecake every day. Yeah. Diddy's in jail. Look, I'm gonna tell you something, right? And my audience knows about this, about this. I'm about to show y'all. This is an exclusive video, right? Now, because I did so much time in jail, but I changed my life, God's word. I still do have connects in the P now. You know what I'm saying? Mainly COs, and they let me know what's going on. So they said Diddy's up in jail, right? Not only Diddy's eating cheesecake every day and looking at his old Tupac pictures, but they sent me a video. Y'all know what I'm about to show, right? This is what Diddy's doing right now.
Seems like yesterday I had lots of dough. I got Biggie shot and nobody know. Shoot the club up, pass the gun to J-Lo.
Diddy party. Like a Diddy party. Everybody know.
So this man right here, right? Double tap the screen, get the likes up. Put carrots in the chat because we about to go down the rabbit hole, right? Your man right here, this is the guy that turned in the tapes to the feds the other day, man. They're on his hiney. They came to his house. They flew him out. Yo, they made sure. They took his phone and all this shit. And what they found on this man's phone is funky. It's funky. I wasn't trying to go here. But here I am. Double tap the screen. Get the likes up. Carrots in the chat. Spam this chat with carrots. You know what I mean? And if you're a man with dick holes in it and you got a lot of emotions about this type of shit, this might not be where you want to be. But here you go.
Between your shower and this, you need this. FDS Feminine Deodorant Spray has powder to absorb moisture. Use it every day to feel fresh, dry, and confident. FDS. Make it your second deodorant.
The transvestites are winning. Trust me when I tell you.
Nigga, you gay. Nigga, you gay. Nigga, you gay.
I actually have a staff, right? I'd like to tell y'all that once in a while and remind y'all. Why is this old man got this polo shirt on? So this is the dude that's snitching on Diddy, y'all.
Selling the lawyer in
be there that fast? He said, sure. So we met up at JFK. When you go into court,
This nigga right here and told everything. Watch this.
take it a little bit. And it wasn't that them. It was like somebody done told them I was up there. So they pull out their badge. I said, I believe y'all. You know what I'm saying? I said, once y'all come in, they said, no. They said, just turn over everything and that's it. And you go to paper. I said, I don't have anything. So they said, you go to papers and everything. So I said, you sure you don't want to come in? Because I want them from in front of my house because the neighborhood I live in, it looked too out. Like, who is them?
Well, he's talking about the feds is at his door trying to collect his phone and the tapes. Wow. And what he said, man, he said, I don't even want to say it's about little people, y'all.
Where they parked at.
And J-Lo. Ooh.
They didn't park up on my property.
Ew. Wow. That nigga Diddy.
You know what I'm saying? They parked away in another street. I could see down the street their car. Nobody parked on the street. So the paper said the 24th. They issued it the 24th. It was like the 28th. I had to be there the 20th. I had to be there the 24th. It was the 27th when they reached me. I said, I can't be the next day. They said, just call. So I called. And they said, well, we're going to get you there. I said, can I be there Friday? They said, no, we want you there before that. So got on the jet, got to New York. I met. Before that, I called Eric, because I seen him on TV. And I said, I need a lawyer. Can you be there that fast?
This dude that just turned in the Diddy tapes.
Sure. So we met up at JFK. When you go into court, they take everything from you. And they give you a coin. They put in like little slots. Each thing, like laptops, tablets, anything electronic, shoes. So when I got to that point, I went upstairs and they put me in one room with her. And they took me out of the room and took me to the grand jury.
Y'all see the picture they released of him with, you know what I'm saying, in front of the court?
A couple of people on the left, people on the table. And they said, we saw you on Matt show. I forgot his show name, but his name was Matt. And they brought it up on the monitor, big screen. And they said, you're not going to watch it?
Captain Obvious says that he's a plant. That's not the first person I heard say that. Double tap the screen. Let's get the lights up. Let's get the lights up to 200, man. What are we doing around here? All right. Go to the top right, hit the 3 dots. That's where the light button's at.
That's that. I can hear it. If I said it, if that's him, I know his voice. So they asked me the questions, what I seen, and where was the tapes and everything. I said, all I got left is what I got in my email and my phone. So I said, a letter passed. Next you know, they told my attorney bring me to the next court. I had to go to the next court. That's when TMZ stopped me on the steps. I was on the way another steps. So when I got to the other building, they did the same thing. We went in judge quarters. I didn't go in.
Sure, you look like Kamala.
Them and 4 other nice looking Homeland Security females. All females in my attorney. Came out. I said, I'm going to jail. They said, stand up. I said, oh shit. So the Homeland Security agent that was at my house, she stood behind me, said, turn around. I said, turn around and said, yeah, I got to summons you this paper that we conversate everything you have downstairs. I said, what? So we get in the elevator. I said, can I get my phone back?
Oh, they stripped this nigga for everything.
I said, don't talk to us. Talk to my attorney. So I asked her, we got downstairs. I said, can I give y'all everything on my phone? Because I need my phone for my medicine, my lawyers, my doctors, my sons, my everything. You know, you lose your phone, you lose your assistant, your phone like an assistant. They said, they just snatched it out of my hand. No. So I just leave out the place.
Being able to have something to.
A lot of people in denial. Are we heading to World War III? 56% of the people say no. They don't understand what's going on. They don't understand the plays. They don't understand that these threats, NATO, the way NATO is pushing it, and NATO, you know, advising the Ukraine to Biden, let's just put it this way, Biden, advising them to start firing off fucking nuclear bombs and missiles into Russia, opens up the door for Russia to attack the whole fucking NATO alliance. For real.
I said, yeah, how many fly back? I only got my itinerary. I don't got my plane ticket, nothing. That you know, they called me like I was stuck in New York, so I ended up calling, got on a jet, flew back.
Sorry, y'all.
Back home, and I had no phone to call my driver. I couldn't call nobody, and my phone opened my door. I couldn't open my door. So,
hey, listen, man. If you're in the chat, right, and you think that Diddy is done, if Diddy's done for, I want y'all to spam the chat with number 2s. Just type number 2s in the chat for no fucking reason. If y'all think that it's just over for Diddy, if you think that he has a chance, type the number 9. Or say no Diddy. If you think he has a chance, no Diddy. But if he's gone, type 2s in the chat.
I did get in. They called me 3 days later.
Yeah, I was the first one. Bang, he got out of here.
We need the code. I said, oh, now you need the code. I said, there's no code. It's my face expression that opened up the phone. So I gave him the code. I didn't want to be an a-hole for them to come get me again. And
he's talking about them tapes that he got to give up to the feds. He said he's explaining the ordeal with them.
That was it. And then I got a letter from the lawyer. The lawyer tried to give me Diddy lawyer tried to give me a gag order, and the judge just talked to them. They said everything I said was true.
So that gag order did not work at all. Yeah, I saw that.
Oh, this nigga like my boy Sonny Blanco. Oh shit.
Had a lot in the news, man, that they were trying to gag you and they was really trying to comfort you, man.
Yeah, they try to come all different ways. Not just with attorney.
Now, what was that like? Now, not only did they take your cell phone, I mean, I'm pretty sure at some point you was nervous as hell. Like, damn, this is how they roll.
I was more nervous thinking I was going to jail. Giving up my phone is just inconvenience. You understand? Because there's things in there of my life, and they say they just worrying about what they in court for. I didn't have nothing in jail. No, I just had.
All right, there's too much mook shit going on. But I'm not done yet, right? We're going down the rabbit hole, man. You know what I'm saying? I want everybody in the chat, right, to say nighttime. All right? 407 people here. Salute to everybody that's passing through here through the shorts feed. If you got here through the shorts feed, double tap the screen and get the likes up. Right now, we are in rabbit territory.
I know that. And I showed you love. I know that. Then why the fuck is you talking to me like this? Because I can. Because you could talk to me like this, right? However. Because you could talk to me this. Because I can.
Now, for the people that are not familiar with this show, and I'm sure my people that got blue wrenches on, they don't want to hear this shit. But I got to let y'all know. This guy right here to the left, this one right here,
you think that you...
This is, he was dealt with in a sexual way when he was young. This guy here, right? 17 years old. Was letting Africa Bambaataa thigh him, right? He describes thighing as an act where a man jumps on top of you. When a man jumps on top of you and does the unspeakable to your thighs to make himself come to completion. All right? Now, you read between the lines. But he says he killed 4 people after that. 4 people. He a gangster, right? And this is how he acts today.
You could talk to me like this. Because I can. I don't trust.
And this guy that he's speaking to, he's a moderator from his channel that he decided to get with and go on this date or get together. Let's call it that way.
Trust nobody. And as you should. And you in my fucking city. However. And you talking to me like this. Look, it's the only reason.
I'll keep it real to me, right? This is the best content on YouTube, okay? To me, this right here is a moment of clarity. It's what they call a teachable moment that just keeps on teaching, all right? You guys are going to realize that everything ain't made for the camera. So here's this murderer with this little short, humble guy. They get drunk and they act like this.
You could talk to me this because I can. You think that you could talk to me like this because I can.
Now, the question of the night, are you getting gay vibes? Because, I mean, we don't have anything against the community. But this man says that he's a gangster. He kills. He doesn't thrill.
I don't trust nobody. And as you should. And you in my fucking city. However. And you talking to me like this. Look. It's the only reason
while I'm not fucking destroying.
Notice Derek's hand just leisurely just hanging over this guy's shoulder.
You right now. Right. I brought you out. I don't know you. Yo. Whoa. Your aura is gay. Your nails, get your fucking nails off of me. Wait a minute. Get your fucking nails off of me. But I can't. Get your fuck.
Okay, if you're new here, this is the part of the rabbit hole program. All right, this is just natural. We go through this, right? All right, this is Hassan Campbell. This is the godfather of hip hop. Africa Bambaataa handled this man when he was 17 years old, and he's never recovered.
Fuck no, you cannot. Don't fucking touch me like that. Because I can. You talking to me crazy. I showed you.
He's also my cousin. Y'all, I'm just letting y'all know he's my cousin, right? Told me that he's a gangster. Killed 4 people. Check it out.
Love. I showed you love. I showed you love. I know that. And you touching me. I showed this nigga love. I showed him love.
This video brings the crowds more than Tupac picture.
I don't even know him. I showed the YouTuber love. I don't know him. He pushing me. Push me again. Because I can. Push me again. Because I can. Now do what you do. Nah, I'm not gonna do nothing. No, do what you do. I'm gonna accept this. Fuck out of here. And I know I can kill this nigga right now.
If you got here through the shorts feed, double tap the screen. Let's get the likes up. I should have 200 likes up in this joint, right? Go to top right, hit the 3 dots. When you double tap the screen, you should see a big thumb pop up on your screen. All right, let's go. Let's get the content going. All right. Now this is Hassan Campbell, gangster, killed 4 people. He's having a scuffle with his lover. I mean, with his friend.
I showed you love. I showed you love. I know that. And you touching me. I showed this nigga love. I showed him love. I don't even know him. I showed the YouTuber love. I don't know him. He pushing me. Push me again. Because I can. Push me again. Because I can. Now do what you do. Nah, I'm not gonna do nothing. No, do what you do. I'm gonna accept this. Fuck out of here. And I know I can kill this nigga.
Mind the major Baltimore, you know that is just foul, bro. But I want to ask everybody in the chat: is these niggas? I ain't gonna say these niggas, because I did an interview with Derek, and Derek assured me that he's not a gay man. But is this light-skinned one? Is he zesty at least?
Nigga, right now, I'm in my
no judgment. I mean, come on, bro. Salute.
Hood in my town. Why you touching me like this? Because I can. Because you could. And do what you do. Because you could. What? Do what you do. Because you could. Do what you do. I left my fucking wife and my children.
I swear, every time he say I left my wife and my children, it bring me back to the Harlem Nights. Hey, put your mom on the phone. Hey, baby, love you. Never coming home again. Ever.
Dude, because you could.
That's because she threw it up in the air and that pussy turned to sunshine. Oh, God.
Do what you do. I left my fucking wife and my children. Don't touch me again. Do not touch me. Do not touch me.
Uh-oh, somebody call the police.
This is the setup. I'm a Bronx River nigga. This is why, yo, you came from all the way out of town. I don't know what your dilemma is. I just want you to go home.
Foul.
Nigga, you gay.
I want this nigga to go home. This is Derek Williams, the nigga that support me. What the fuck is wrong with you, Derek? What's wrong with you, Derek? Are you government? What's wrong with you, Derek? What the fuck is wrong with you?
He's gonna have to do better.
Get your fucking hand off.
He's gonna have to do better.
Nigga, you gay.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
He's gonna have to do better.
Get your fucking hand off of me.
Oh. Whoa. Whoa.
He fell. He fell. Derek, what the fuck is wrong with you?
I'm a Bronx River nigga, L'Oreal.
Oh, he pushed me.
So I pushed you? So I pushed you.
Yo.
So I pushed him? So I pushed him? So I pushed him. I pushed him.
Nigga, you gay.
Yeah, let me help you up. What the fuck is wrong with you? You came to New York for this? Nigga came to New York to set me up.
Whoa.
Get your fucking hand off me with your long ass nails.
Yo, he pushed me.
Derek.
Why would I do that?
Yeah,
you're a pussy.
Tell me. You in the middle of Parkchester,
Bronx
I
River.
don't give a fuck.
Why are
I
you
wouldn't
here?
do that.
Why did you come here?
Look, you gotta talk.
Why the fuck did you?
All right, let's take a commercial.
Talk about snitching. Snitch what? The very next day after I shot Max against the Boston Sea Corps, right? I prayed to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Please don't let me kill nobody. I left the house. Against the Boston Sea Corps. There's a dude named Javon. Javon's sitting on the bench, talking crazy. He trying to punk the shit out of me. I'm ignoring him. Javon don't realize I could have killed him back in Truman. I was gonna shoot him outside the school. I was waiting for him with the same 38 that I got from Africa Bambaataa.
What is the motivation? What is the agenda? You don't know what many of these people are thinking, what is behind it. Some parts I seen like it could be shake-ups, you know, certain things people might have wanted.
So I was gonna kill Javon that day.
Yo, Mac, what it do? How we get from politics to goddamn Hassan Campbell telling the whole story? So I got the gun from this nigga, and then I was gonna kill this nigga because he was talking greasy. You got me cracking up over here, man. I love them clips.
It's political.
You come here. Why?
Because I can.
Now, I'm holding
no,
myself back.
no, look.
I'm holding myself back because
That sounds crazy.
I thought this nigga was my brother.
You know what's so weird? That Derek is unafraid.
I had some drinks with this nigga.
All right.
What the fuck is... Yo, what the fuck?
He's literally rubbing his back while he's doing this.
What the fuck? Like, fuck.
Why?
What the fuck? Your daughter's watching you, bitch ass.
He got his hand around his shoulder. I love this shit. Oh, this shit's funny, man. He got his hand around his shoulder.
Ass nigga. Your fucking daughter's watching you,
Is he zesty when he gets drunk?
bitch ass nigga.
Yo, what did I do?
What did you do?
What did I
Why
do?
are you talking to me like this?
Why did I do that?
Why did you treat me like
Why
this?
did I do that?
You want to go home?
I didn't do shit.
You want to go home?
What did I do?
I'm gonna take this nigga home on camera,
Why?
and I'm
What?
drunk.
Look, I'm gonna step aside because I don't know what he's talking about.
Stop touching me. You feeling gay? You feeling fucking gay?
Nighttime.
Nighttime. Yo.
What did I do?
What did you do? We live
Hey,
now, so
what
now,
did I do?
so now you acting right.
Oh, this is good bad. So you seen this before, right, CJ?
Yeah, man. I done seen this either on your channel or Yuck's channel, but I definitely seen this footage, man. That's comedy. Let me give my opinion on it. Yeah, they're definitely familiar in a way that they maybe shouldn't be, a way that I don't approve of. But yeah, he wouldn't be putting his arm around him and doing all the extra shit if it was just like, oh, I ran into some random LGBT dude on the street.
Okay, all right. But how do you feel about him catching 4 murders? He killed 4 people in this Zayat.
Hold on. I don't know about that. Who did? The gay?
Yeah, Hassan Campbell. He said he killed 4 niggas.
Oh no, come on, champ. Come on. You wouldn't have put this shit on camera and you would have knocked a nigga down. I'm sorry to put it like that, but no. That's impossible. That's impossible.
You acting right. Now you acting right?
Especially because he making him feel gay. That's crazy.
Whoa,
Right.
You feeling gay?
What did I do?
Well, wait. We gotta be real. Wasn't Omar from The Wire gay?
That's true, but that was some fiction, man. That ain't how niggas. I ain't seen a nigga carry it like that. I'm gonna say that.
This is the real Omar right here.
We're going back.
Look at his face. I'm telling you, watch this. Look. I want y'all to, if y'all on your phone, I want y'all to screenshot this face right quick. Right? Tell me this. I'll be afraid of this nigga if I was in the elevator by myself.
Hey, what did I do?
Watch. Right there. Look. That shit is a dangerous ass look. And you think about it, right? If you really a coward, you will see it in slow motion. Watch. You really be scared if you ran into this guy. Bro, I did 20 years, man. Oh my God, I'd be terrified of this motherfucker right here. What did I do?
So hold on, before you move on, Mac Me, and I ain't trying to insult you at all. You said you did 20, right?
No, I ain't do no time, bro. I was in college most of the time.
Okay. I ain't trying to insinuate nothing. But
I wasn't there. Go ahead. What happened? Go ahead, tell me.
You heard about you familiar with a character named Fleece Johnson?
Oh, booty's more important than food and drinking water. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly, my nigga. And that's how you looking to me. You're looking at him like what
Fleece.
they call it nowadays, like a snack. Man, he was on him. He was on his helmet. That's wild. Yeah. More important than eating food.
No, he said he taking them back to Philadelphia. Listen to this part.
No.
We're going back to Philadelphia. What did I do?
No, look, you going back, and I'm trying to take you back, but you flipping on me. You flipping on me.
Why would I flip on Hassan Campbell?
Then why? Let's go home so I can take you home. Your book bag is in my car. You can go home.
Why would I flip on Hassan Campbell?
Why?
Damn, I wonder what he had in the book bag.
My life.
Why would I flip on Hassan
Why
Campbell?
the fuck am I alive? Why the fuck am I alive? Why the fuck am I alive? Why the fuck am I alive?
Well, that's what Derek say.
Because they trying to set me up.
Yo, C Major, they trying to set your boy up, man.
He can't even fucking walk. Is he an agent? Is he real? I don't want to send him home like that. He live in
realist. Come on, man.
A PA.
It's simple.
What the fuck is wrong with these niggas, man? I'm a warrior. I'm a wolf. What the fuck is wrong? Let's go get your book bag out my fucking car. Let's walk. I'm gonna walk you like
this is a wounded warrior. This is a wounded warrior. I'm gonna tell y'all. Let me just say something, right, CJ? You know, and let me tell you something. This is outreach. This is intervention. This is you know, for my cousin, because he wilded out after his mother died. I'll show you that in a second, right? But look, check it out. He did offer apology. This was the very next day. This was his apology to Derek, y'all.
Follow y'all rules. I am not gay. I do not suck dick. I don't want dick in my butt. And
all right, double tap the screen. Let's get the likes up, man, before we double tap the screen. Get the likes up, or go to the top right and hit the 3 dots. New York dudes be like this a lot, you know what I mean? Facts, man. Over animated, you know. And this guy right here, this is his apology, yo. But he had a meltdown. My cousin, man, pray for him.
Nor do I want a nigga touching my motherfucking ass. Do you understand? When I told that nigga to chill the fuck out, he was still aggressive.
What?
Until I smacked his ass with Thundercats. Thundercat. I had to make him understand I'm not playing with you. But at the same time, I could see somewhere in his mind, he must have thought he was going to have some drunk homo sex with Hassan Campbell.
Oh.
And I said, I'm responsible for this dude because I met up with this dude. Let me pay for him to go sleep this shit off so he could go home and leave me the fuck alone. I spoke to his daughter, your mother's.
Well, that wasn't the only meltdown he had at that time, man. And I, you know, this is not laughing at somebody's pain, but we are laughing at somebody's pain because you want to know why? Because we get a lot of double talk. We get a lot of, on one end, I should feel sorry for you, but then on the other end, because they was laughing at me, right? I seen video right here, and I kind of chuckled. He was breaking down about his mother. I didn't mean to chuckle in the middle of watching the fucking doing a reaction. I didn't chuckle on purpose. I didn't see like him talking about his mother, and I was like, ha 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 ha, God's work. No, I chuckled. But watch what happened right after he did this.
don't even know what to do. I just don't want my mom. I don't want to lose my mother. I'm sorry, people.
Days of our lives out this motherfucker. This is what they call that shit, General Hospital. This is days of our lives. This is everything.
I know I should be.
This is the new TV, God's work. Listen, let me tell you something. I don't watch TV. I watch this shit right here. The fuck would I be looking to watch old episodes of Martin when I got new episodes of Dummy of the fucking Year?
You going live like this? I don't want to
Exactly, peeking at the camera, but watch how this go bad, y'all.
lose my mama.
I was out here wholesale feeling sorry for this nigga. Double tap the screen. Some people ain't gonna double tap the screen. They're gonna be like, you know what, you a piece of shit. Here he is breaking down about his mother, right? And you are laughing at his pain. The thing that you said you wouldn't do. I haven't chuckled yet. I'm about to cry.
I don't want to lose my mama. I don't want to lose my mama.
Wow.
I don't want to lose my mom.
Okay? I have to be honest with y'all. We have to go through this. I have to feed y'all this medicine. Therefore, we have to watch this excruciating pain he's going through.
I don't want to lose my mama. I don't want to lose my mama.
I'm sorry, I let it out. My bad.
Don't do it, man.
Look how you looking at the camera. Oh shit.
My mother ain't shit. She mad at me because I exposed.
Hit the like button, man. Double tap the screen. Get the likes up, please. And go to the top right of your screen. Hit 3 dots. All right.
Who's a pedophile? She keep attacking me. I don't have fucking nothing. Absolutely nothing. My mother told me I was in shit my whole life. My mother's a demon. And she losing her mind because she can't take the fact of whatever. I don't know. She's psychotic right now. And I'm supposed to be nice to this bitch. She ain't fucking never loved me anyway. You nasty bitch. She was sucking Rob dick and everybody else's dick in 1895. You was.
Where's Ming at? Is Ming here?
Hey, Mac, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to drop down, champ. And I know
You're always welcome to come up here. You come back.
No, I understand what you're doing, but as someone that's going through what he describing right now, first of all, I'm gonna let you know this: the shit seemed fake as fuck. That first little crying clip you put up, because I'm going through this shit, and I would never make a little video about trying to get sympathy for what we going through, man. That's just, it's family business, and I holler at my aunties and my cousins, and that's, it just seemed real fake, so I couldn't respect it. But at the same time, it's just a sensitive topic for me at the moment, because yeah, I mean, I'm trying to spend what might be my mama's final days with her. Hopefully not, but we still fighting. But it's just a lot for me to take in right now. Hey, but shout out to you. Salute to the panel. Hey, get the likes up, and I'm gonna stay strong, and I'll be back. I'll be back soon.
All right, CJ. Prayers up for CJ moms and the family and things they're going through right now. And it's just sad, not to ridicule this dude and what I mean. People go through shit, and we content creators. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, this is the blueprint of what not to do. Because then you had a motherfucker like me that bump into your video, and I remind you to not fuck around with me. Don't fuck around with me. All right. And what I mean by fuck around with me is like putting rumors up that Jim Jones shot me in my motherfucking head. Stuff like that, you know? Just dumb shit. Dumb shit. All right. Subscribe to the channel, man. It's free. Go ahead to the top and do that. Look at this.
And you put it on the internet and you supposed to be in jail, nigga. Why? Yo, you tried to put.
Listen, rewind. You know what I'm saying? Slow down. I think he just dissed you. Let me hear it again.
Your mans and shot you up as well and took your clothing line.
Not that part.
Why you don't talk about them, Matt? Why you worried about me? Your quote-unquote Muslim brother. Aren't you the one that took the video of Hassan Campbell being approached the Bronx River with the Bible, a fake gun, and you put it on the internet and you supposed to be in jail, nigga? Why? Yo, you tried to put me in jail. That was good enough for you? Why you don't?
Said I tried to put him in jail. Now, how could I try to put you in jail with a fake gun? Huh? Let's go back to that video. That was a classic video, man. The GUN. The Holy Bible. Oh, man. Holy Bible. Let's type that up. Let's see if that pops up. Chad's life. Man, they be making... let's see. Holy Bible. Incredible. Y'all wish y'all got died. McMean is a snake. Shit. He said I'm a snake. Anyway. Boy, man, we got some motherfucking shit. I'm the Dandata. The Dandata. All right, double tap the screen. Let's get the likes up for the Dandata. All right, God's work. Not the hard work. Son funny, though. I ain't gonna lie, man. Imagine if we all worked together and got that bag together, man. That shit would be classic, man. 30 Sector has the last word. McMean, putting them up under contracts so we get paid off for your pain. All right. For the low price of $5.99 plus shipping and handling.
So lame. Stop watching me, bitch. All of this shit is on the live on my big page. I'm probably gonna take it down. I don't give a fuck about what you think, what you feel. I'm just explaining it for my people. Not you trolls. I smack the shit out of you too. Y'all can't beat me. I showed the nigga love, I don't know, from a hole in the wall. And everything told me not to. I even left my kids. They didn't go to karate. Because I said this man came all the way to PA. And his alcohol showed me who the fuck he is. I don't want to meet none of you niggas no more. Leave me alone. If you can't talk to me through the DM, I don't want to meet none of you no more. None. Leave me alone. I didn't want to smack that man. That man put his hands around my throat. I tried to walk that man to the car like, yo, son, go home.
Lefties is losing it out here. You know what I'm saying? All right, now, look, I didn't want to laugh at too much more of his pain. We went down the rabbit hole a little bit, right? All right, let me remind y'all of how crazy these people really are. And the resistance towards Trump is real. It's not resistance towards policy or what he's talking about and stuff. It's resistance towards Trump. Just like there was no Kamala supporters, there was only Trump haters. Come to find out, the Democrats are way more faker than we thought they were. Because not only did they steal all that sponsor money, but they also act like they was going to vote for Kamala, and they didn't.
Get so shocked by reality, so out of touch with their fellow Americans. Well, it could be because they consume the type of media I'm about to show you now. Here are some of our favorite media leftists who were convinced that Donald Trump was toast,
that Kamala was going to win and win easily.
In my humble view, lights out.
Please welcome back the next president of the United States.
I think it's going to be a blowout, actually. I don't think it's going to be a close race. I think there are going to be those Republicans that just vote for Harris.
It'll be tied on Election Day, as always it will. The polls will be tied, and then he'll lose.
You call us trash? Oh, J.D. Vance, you just stepped up in a way that I've never seen in my political life, and I worked for Sarah Palin.
Oh, they are mad as
Harris over 270 electoral votes.
they are mad as fuck.
These fools in these crypto markets do something. Let them drive the betting line into a favorable place and then take advantage of it. That's what I would do. I think she's going to win.
You wrote Trump is toast. You stand behind that today?
Oh, even more so. I feel the same way that I felt a few weeks ago that Trump is toast.
And they're not taking the loss well. Here is Sunny Hostin of The View lashing out at white women without college degrees.
What we did not have is white women who voted about 52%, right, for Donald Trump, uneducated white women. It's my understanding. You have Latino men actually voting more for him.
Those awful women and Latino men.
Love disrespecting.
And how dare they think for themselves? By the way, the exit polls showed that the majority of married men, unmarried men, and married women voted for Trump. It was the unmarried women who backed Kamala. What was it that J.D. Vance said about that group? And Sunny also made some absurd
That J.D. Vance
claims about losing her civil rights. The desperation to be a victim is strong in this one.
I worry about my children's future, especially my daughter, who now has less rights than I have.
Man, knock it off, man. Y'all out here acting crazy, man. They just can't accept that my man is the president again. Come on, man. They couldn't accept it the first time and made the country great. All right. Now, after we sort out what's going on over there in the Middle East, all right, and in Europe, we're gonna get to this country. But right now, he's talking about deploying people. Soon as he sit down, let's get them soldiers over there. And I bet you, I guarantee you, he's gonna make Mexico pay for it. I'm fucking Pharaoh. Now, for my audience, we have a diverse audience here. Not everybody graduated from college or from high school, right? Pharaoh means like, one of those cats that, alley cat, lawless, mad. Well, I don't know if the feral cat means mad, but this woman's feral.
I'm feral today. Feral! TV. Do it. Fuck that asshole! Do it! I'll buy.
I'm delivering 3 sermons today.
What type of albino pig is this?
Each one to a different.
I'm not talking about the human that I'm watching on the. I was talking about something else. Yeah, this guy right here is a Quaker. I don't know. He looks like a Quaker pastor with some Boy George going on over here. I don't know what's going on with this man.
Different group of people.
It's weird as fuck, though. You know what I mean? My opinion.
And this one is for the Trump support.
All right.
Do it. Fuck that asshole! Do it! I'll buy.
Mental illness.
I'm delivering 3 sermons today, each one to a different group of people. And this one is for the Trump supporters. You are going to hell for this.
Y'all are
wow. He's a pastor.
Racist because y'all are misogynist.
Kamala's not perfect. We all know that. We all know that. She is not a convicted felon, rapist, crazy, fascist, dictator, psycho.
I bet she got some dry cooch.
I think all women should stop having sex for the next.
Oh, y'all remember her? Y'all remember this one? That didn't work out. That shit lasted for one day.
4 years.
And it was a terrible night.
And the only ones it lasted for is the women that was at the Red Cafe, if you know what I mean.
For women, for children, for the hundreds of thousands of hardworking immigrants who make this country go.
This is not okay.
This is the worst one right here. This guy right here terrifies me.
This is not okay. This
Those teeth, he'll just bite the hell out of you.
simply will not do. And this is not okay. And
Skinny Thunder.
I'm not good with this. This is sick.
They gonna tell me you need to be
Nigga,
careful.
you gay. Nigga, you gay. Nigga, you gay. Nigga, you gay.
My bad. Dangerous teeth.
This is sick.
They gonna tell me you need to be careful out there. The KKK and the Proud Boys is running around.
Oh my God. Why? Oh man. Oh my God. Matthew coming home from work. Say no to domestic violence, fellas. No matter what, just walk away.
Oh, keep on smiling, baby. Oh,
Wait, is this Hellboy?
keep on smiling, baby. And the whole world smiles with you.
Is that Hellboy, y'all?
You voted for a racist, a rapist, a dictator. You voted for a bully, a bigot, and a narcissist. You voted for someone who said he would have no problem using the military to kill his opponents.
I dare you to tell me to calm down right now.
That was wholesale Hellboy right there. That's Hellboy is a motherfucker.
I'm smiling, baby.
Hellboy's fuck.
And the whole world smiles with you.
You're doing bad in life anyway. Nobody checking for you, bro.
America was not ready for a female Black president. And that is what I was worried about. Because the country is full of racist misogynists, men and women.
But I hope at the end of this, when we're destroyed, that you are happy.
All right, y'all. It's only been 2 days since God fired Kamala Harris and reelected Trump in landslide fashion. And the amount of out-of-touch meltdowns and collapse of common sense has been incredible since then. Folks acting like they're going to leave the country, wives wanting divorces from their husbands, delusional women talking about cutting men off from getting some loving, just pure insanity over an election. Hey, y'all, do what you got to do. Nobody's out here forcing people to be stupid and sleep around other than yourselves. And I'm praying these lost souls wake up out of the wokeness at some point. But in the meantime, I'd be perfectly okay with a mass exodus of all you anti-American Trump haters. Then once he does turn this ship around like he did back in 2016, people seem to forget he's already had experience in this position and did it effectively. But once he does turn it around again, that's all the more for us to enjoy. He's not only going to make America great again, but hopefully mental institutions are part of that as well after seeing these clips I'm about to play. And since Big 47 is going to be deporting tons of illegals, while that's going down, let's give CNN, MSDNC, and ABC the boot as well. Amen.
Word.
Let me know if you agree in the comments section. Let's get it pop.
Word, get him up out of here.
Ben.
If you voted for Donald Trump, I will never not know that about you. And that's something we'll both have to live with.
We don't care. Let me tell you, we don't care.
I will be leaving the country and my dad will be staying blocked after this
Bye.
election. See you never.
So pray, great. Like we're just gonna wake up tomorrow morning and everything's gonna go back to the way it'll be a psych. It'll be like a really bad dream, and none of this will have ever happened, right? Like it'll be like the first time, and then we're all gonna pull through fine in 4 years. Correct? Please, someone tell me. I can tell you one thing right now: marriage is
Sound like the school teacher from Charlie Brown.
the farthest thing from on the table currently. So they screwed the pooch on that one if they thought that any of this was going to actually help with the whole family and kids department and lowering birth rates, because that, not even.
You got here from the shorts feed. Double tap the screen, hit the 3 dots, man. Lefties losing it all over the place. I call it mental illness. This shit is just ridiculous, man.
Any semblance of thoughts I had or hope for that is completely going to be a no thanks for me, love. Do you think I would ever even dare bring a child into this country now? It was rough before. Now? No. That's cute. And the men, don't even get me started about dating. To think I was still entertaining a few moderates here and there sometimes. No, honey, no. Not even close. That's never goodbye.
Stop. Stop.
Damn. Well.
What?
See, that's why I'm recording. Because the cops ain't gonna believe this.
Now, I'm about to say something, and some of y'all are gonna get real mad at me, but honestly, at this point, I really just don't care. I genuinely hope an asteroid hits.
Oh, you ain't see the worst yet. Double tap the screen or go to the top right and hit the 3 dots, people. All right.
The United States of America. I have given up on humanity in this country. I think it'd be better if, honestly, we were just all gone. I think we should just have another, like, mass extinction. I think that would really solve everybody's problems. Because I just kind of am done.
This is a miserable, ugly broad.
I don't think some people just can't come back from this, bro. I think we.
So you ain't got no top wear. This is a man, right? Wait a minute. This is a dude.
We just need to start over. Just wipe it out, start over.
This is a dude.
That's how God would do it. That's how God would do it.
That's a dude, yo. Like play a lot of video games.
Just saying.
Me and my family are leaving. Just talked to my mom about it, and we're leaving.
Be glad you leaving, Lady of Rage. I rock rough and puff with my afro puff. Rage, rock on with your bad self. She like this dude right here from that was in Biggie Smalls' video. You know what I'm saying? All right. Yeah, that's a dude.
We're seeking an asylum somewhere else. But I just want to say this.
AKA Baby D. Oh, man. She just sniffed up half of the fucking oxygen in that room.
Mom about it, and we're leaving. We're seeking an asylum somewhere else. But I just want to say this.
Oh, I can't breathe, bitch. What the fuck just happened? Oh, my bad. Oops, I pootied. I was listening to Moist Def. Excuse me, Most Def.
In the states where the votes mattered the most, 69% of...
I have no clue why y'all watch this show. I'll just be saying whatever the fuck. I'll just be showing pictures of Meek Mill in the cage. You know, like, it's questionable. It's questionable. Yeah, it is. That's what I do. Only because one time they said that I made that picture up. They said I photoshopped this. I said, Photoshop? The fuck? Can't win.
White women in Pennsylvania voted for Donald Trump. And then I believe it was like 67 or 68%.
Damn, they go to the rest of the oxygen just left the room with that next sniff. She like, damn.
Voted for Donald Trump. And then I believe it was like 67 or 68% of white women voted for Donald Trump.
Tricolor lips, man.
In like Michigan. And all
those filters on there, man. Show your real self, man, when you want to speak about the presidente.
Other swing states where it really mattered, white women came in, turned up for Donald Trump. Black people, hear me and hear me well. This is not going to work out for us.
Okay, real side note, right? Tell me what Meek Mill was thinking about when he was in that cage, y'all. Allegedly, just what do y'all think that he was saying in his mind? I think he was saying, I wonder is there mayonnaise in the refrigerator? You know, what was Meek Mill thinking about? What was he saying? What was going through his mind while he was in that cage?
It's not. I'm leaving. I'm not staying for the Handmaid's Tale. I'm not. And not only that, our rights are gone as we know it. So Donald Trump literally said he wanted to take it back to a time specifically where Black people's votes didn't.
Scratching and scraping is foul, yo.
Didn't matter. They even try to take that shit to the Supreme Court and try to get Kamala removed from the race. Oh,
man, you see when she scratch her head, it sounds like she's scratching a fucking cactus back there.
Kamala, you know, she should have helped me with my child support. Well, you know, hey, she didn't win. Congratulations on that part. But you do understand that with no abortion rights.
Bitches gonna be closing their legs a little bit more, huh? Less babies. I don't know.
You about to be the pappy. So you know what? If
Excuse me, more babies.
this is what y'all wanted, I'm happy for you, America. I'm happy that y'all got the results that y'all
Why
wanted.
the black women only worried about that shit? Like all of these important things going on. Man, they trying to make us close our legs. They trying to make us close our legs. Take my rights. What you mean I can't have an abortion with an 8 month? So what? I'm 8 months pregnant. You know what I mean? So what? This is a fun baby. So what? I made the choice to have this baby, and now I don't want the choice to have this baby. It's the only thing they worry about. Seem like, man. Come on, man. There's more issues than just close your legs, shorty, or use condoms. How about that?
Wanted since he won the way that he won. I'm happy y'all got.
You don't like it? Just go to the state that they allow you to have a cemetery. All right, a legal cemetery by you aborting all these babies. Funny shit is the ones that want to abort these babies. These don't be dual decisions. These be singular decisions. Trust me when I tell you.
What y'all wanted, but I am leaving.
Most dudes, when it's time to have a baby, man, I'm having a baby. It is what it is. You don't see the dude trying to knock the baby out the girl's stomach and punch the baby out, man. Some of these girls got cemeteries in the closet.
You know what they say? If you don't like it, you can leave. And baby, you ain't got to worry about me. You ain't got to worry about me.
I was just walking down the street to go get my medication because I'm out.
Okay, these are the worst ones, right? These are the type of Karens that cry, but no tears come out their eyes. Notice, peep game. I'm showing y'all how to play the game.
And I need it for today. And I'm
serious, Corey.
so
tired of juggling.
Come on, man. Put FU in the chat if you're a real person. You're on that Trump train. If you just made a mistake and found me, you know what I'm saying? Just understand that Mac means for the kids. This is a family show. You know, I might show a picture of Meek Mill in the cage, but it's still a family show. I might make a mistake and call Most Def Moist Def, right? But yeah, this is a family show. I need everybody to get the likes up, double tap the screen. Let's go.
Nigga, you gay.
And I might say that, but it's still a family show. You can learn a lot around here, all right? Crying without tears. Next on Jerry Springer. Need to bring that shit back, huh?
this look on her face. And I looked at her, we made eye contact. We
Of course, with a black man. Terry Springer.
both kind of nodded.
Black shit sell, baby. Double tap the screen and go to the top right, hit 3 dots.
Like we were both
These are losing it.
just devastated. And you could just tell in her eyes.
All of this sniffling and carrying on and no tears. This is incredible work.
I can't believe this.
Type of chick that walk in the house and say, I didn't suck his got gleek oil in the mouth. Oh God, please.
Country did this again.
Crying without tears, man. It's like robbing me and then helping me find the thief. Oh God.
Why did I let myself have hope?
It is not over for Kamala. And
oh God. Remind me of that movie Get Out. As soon as I see his face.
All of you celebrating.
I can just hear a teacup just clink, 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 clink. No thanks.
Trump victory before the vote.
Well, no, why? Because eyes are so wide and just intent. You know what I mean? It looks like a deer almost. A coke deer, cocaine deer. You ever seen that movie Cocaine Bear? I think I'm going to watch that tonight, man. Excuse me. I thought I seen an ant on my table.
Or even fully counted. May I remind you that a lot can change at the last minute. And
man said it's not over for Kamala Harris. Hashtag Harris 2028. I guess this is the white guys, one of the white guys for Kamala.
Even if we do
major fail, Trump is going to hunt you motherfuckers down. Tuck your tail and get up out of here.
Fail to win the presidency for Kamala. After all the work I've done for white dudes for Kamala over the last few months.
God, this is a real reaction. How could I fucking predict that? There's no way in the world where my staff will be able to catch everything and just simultaneously, like I say God was work and the next thing, see what I'm saying? How did I know that? I'm no fucking psychic. Anyway, if you got some men in here that's kind of sensitive, kind of like in the emotional bag, you know what I'm saying? They got them panties with dick holes. This one's for you, brother.
Between your shower and this, you need this. FDS Feminine Deodorant Spray has powder to absorb moisture. Use it every day to feel fresh, dry, and confident. FDS. Make it your second deodorant.
You're now rocking with the Mac Mean Show. Excuse me, the Mac Mean Show. One more time for the people in the back that didn't hear me. You listen. I love that for some reason. Anyway, I got a couple more minutes. We got 6 more minutes on the show. Let's go.
We will return in 2028. Kamala 2028 will be the greatest.
If you love this shit, if you love this show, you know what I'm saying? I want y'all to put carrots in the chat. Spam the chat with carrots, man. Let me know that you're live. Cash App is scrolling at the top. We're not monetized on this channel, but I am monetized on my other channel. So go over there and subscribe. That's MacMean TSTV. We kick shit over there too. Okay.
Best political comeback the world has ever seen. Not just America, but the world.
Carrots in the chat. Please, 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 please. Super chariots. I want to see the whole fucking chat turn orange. Can we turn the chat orange for MacMean? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right.
Last few months, we will return in 2028. Kamala 2028 will be the greatest political comeback the world has.
Not if Biden has it his way. Biden is trying to start a fucking war.
We're not on good terms. None of us are happy. Okay? Oh, and I'm hungover. Let's just get that into the playbook. Why not? What else can go wrong? Give it to me, mother world.
I feel absolutely so betrayed by my country right now. And it's so frustrating. I don't even know what to say right now. We tried, okay, to everyone from other countries that are saying America failed.
Oh, shut the fuck up. Do y'all not know we on the brink of a war around this joint? I keep telling you, man. You got your eyes focused on the wrong thing. Says here, how Ukraine's new access. This was just released an hour ago, y'all. This is where we at right now.
Ukraine reels right now from the
into the present, okay? I do bring gifts, okay? Not Santa Claus or nothing like that, but I will have a white beard soon. Trust me when I tell you. Not lying. All right? Says here, how Ukraine's new access to U.S. long-range missiles could change the war, according to experts. Check this out.
The most intense.
Minding other people's business again.
Russian missile barrage in months. The Biden.
We have no choice. This is what NATO wants. NATO wants to get their shit smacked for some reason. I don't understand that they understand that they're outpowered if the U.S. withdraws. If we say, you know what, fuck NATO right now, it's a wrap for NATO.
Administration is finally giving the green light to a.
I think that we need to the whole world needs to sit down and have a conversation.
A major policy change, allowing Kyiv's forces to use long-range U.S. weapons against Russian troops and forces inside Russia. CNN's Nick Payton-Wall.
And what do you think Ukraine is going to do with those capabilities? You think they're going to sit on it? Y'all don't see all the shit that's going on over there? What do you think they're going to do? You think one of these motherfuckers, they're going to what's this? I press it button. Press it button. Bow. I press it one button. Let them fly something over there by Russia. Yeah. And see what happens next. What do you think Russia's going to do? Russia's going to respond. And the Ukraine is some asset that we don't even fucking like we protecting countries that don't even care about us, nor do we know about. Go look at the countries in NATO. I'm gonna pull it up for you right now.
Shows our report.
The desperately familiar scramble to find survivors after Russian missiles slammed into the border town of Sumy on Sunday night. Less usual, the death toll of 11, 2 children, a residential block hit. And just hours later, another 10 killed in a strike on Odessa. Horrifically, this is now the norm for Ukraine, the weekend seeing a particularly large nationwide attack after nearly 1,000 days of war. Donald Trump's election may have made diplomacy a likelihood again, but Ukraine's Zelensky clear how the strike showed, quote, what Russia is really interested in, only war. He visited 2 frontline towns under intense...
They're not only interested in war, they want peace. That's what Putin is saying. Why you think they didn't start firing shit off? You think they can't do it? They don't want this to happen. They being patient. They waiting for Trump to sit down. Trust me. In the meantime, Biden administration is co-signing this shit. They are the ones that's making this happen. Why are they trying to escalate the shit when Putin, as soon as Trump took the seat, said, you know what? Let's try to end this shit ASAP. Come on, bro. Wake up.
Pressure Monday. Pokrovsk, key to Ukraine's entire southeastern front, and Kupiansk, a town Russia was kicked out of in late 2020.
This is about money, y'all. There's no belief structure in none of this shit. Trust me, this shit it all ends with money.
2.
And real estate.
All signs the war, for months, has not been going Ukraine's way.
In the form of land. Okay? This is what Trump was proposing. Trump was saying, yo, listen, break them off a piece of your land and let's call this let's and they was like, you know what? Maybe that might be right. Maybe the people that's in the Ukraine that's getting smacked out. Like my sister's husband, he's from the Ukraine, Roman. She's been married to him for more than 20 years. Family dead out there. The horror stories I hear, come on, man.
Hey, perhaps behind.
War don't look good, whether you fought the country or against them. You don't want to see what war looks like. War is not good, man. I don't think y'all understand. Some of you tough motherfuckers out here.
In the stark and significant U.S.
Same people that would be crying about, let's defund the police. You don't get it.
U.S. policy change Sunday. Sources telling CNN President Joe Biden has finally permitted Ukraine to use long-range American missiles to strike inside Russia. Something Zelensky has for months begged for.
Begged for it.
The plan to strengthen Ukraine is the victory plan I had presented to partners. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky said long-range possibilities for our army is one of its major points. Missiles will speak for themselves, he added.
Wow.
One U.S. official said the missiles would focus on Kursk, the part of Russia Ukraine invaded in August, where Moscow is due to make a counterattack and a key bargaining chip if peace talks begin. Biden's decision process familiar. Like with HIMARS missiles, he said no, while Ukraine struggled to push Russia back in 2022 and then relented. And with Abrams tanks, he paused, so they arrived too late to help in 2023's counteroffensive. An F-16 jets at first rejected and now helping Ukraine push Russia's advances back. The ATACMS won't change Ukraine's war overnight. There are not enough of them. But it is a move Biden refused to make for months, saying it was too escalatory, but now endorses, entangling the US deeper into the war, just months ahead of Trump taking office. The fear? How Putin will react. When the idea first emerged, he said it would be a stark escalation. This will mean that NATO countries, the United States, and European countries are fighting Russia, he said.
No offense, but if you're paying more than $30 per month on car insurance, you're getting ripped off. Guys.
Sorry, y'all.
Now, we haven't heard
this is an hour ago, y'all,
from the Kremlin head today, and it may be like in previous times, his sort of red lines begin to get fuzzy when the US takes actions that he specifically warned them against. Foreign Ministry spokesperson reiterated.
Not nice for them to just let them know. Just to let you know, right? This is not nice. Go ahead and fire off these fucking long-range missiles. Go ahead. I mean, like, for every action, there's a reaction, man. They're in the middle of war. They'll do anything. But it's for the people that's not at war right now that have a more sensible approach to this shit. And it's not, like, let's not add fuel to the fire. Ain't that obvious? Am I bugging the fuck out? Or do we need to go to war right now? Because it's a we thing, man. We're part of a fucking a worldwide alliance, man, called NATO. NATO. Who the fuck is NATO, bro?
Rated that kind of point, saying that Russia would respond adequately and in a similar vein. But this is an extraordinary move by the Biden administration, and it definitely changes the landscape that they will pass to President-elect Donald Trump. Maybe that's the point. Wolf?
Very significant development indeed. Nick Payton-Walsh, thank you for that report. Joining us now, a key Democrat on the House Intelligence Committee, Congressman Jason Crow of Colorado. Congressman, thanks for joining us. As you know, President Biden resisted Kyiv's pleas. They were begging for these long-range missiles for months and months. So is today's step, from your perspective, now too late?
Well, Wolf, first and foremost, we need to stop listening to public statements coming from Vladimir Putin and the Kremlin, right? They feed us a steady diet of the things that we are worried about, of the things that divide us politically. They know how to play us really well. So we just need to stop listening to the...
I'm listening to Vladimir Putin because I believe if the motherfucker's sitting on the world stage, right, at the BRICS summit, saying that, yo, listen, we, when President Trump won, I'm willing to sit down with this cat, and I'm also willing to end this war in Ukraine. Let's see what we could do. Why would they do the opposite of what the plan is? Come on, man. They purposely trying to wreck this situation, bro.
The Kremlin and Putin. We have intelligence systems and networks that can understand the way that they are moving their troops around, that understand their strategic nuclear weapons. We know how to assess the threat from Russia. But I really wish people would stop saying Vladimir Putin says this or the Kremlin says that. That's one. Number two, there has been a bipartisan coalition in Congress that's been pushing for the expansion and the use of U.S. weapons for over a year now. Ukraine is at war. They're fighting a war that's in our interest, that they win, that they stop Russian aggression dead in its tracks. And we need to start making sure they get the...
Of course, it makes sense that we end this shit, man. I mean, not for also for economic reasons. Let's think about the inflation, right? They love talking about the inflation. You think that these wars don't have something to do when we dumping out millions and trillions, millions and billions into these funky ass wars that we ain't got shit to do with? That at the end of the day, Russia ends up winning. You know what I mean? Ukraine ends up winning. Now, this is NATO, y'all. Just in case you don't know, let me drop some of these countries. Now, we're talking about essentially Africa, China, North Korea, Russia, Brazil, India, all these countries that's a part of BRICS, right? Versus America with these countries, Poland, Estonia. Y'all probably never even heard of Estonia. Let's make this bigger for the niggas, right? These are the countries with NATO. Estonia, United States, Latvia, Greece. I wonder what their army looks like. Lithuania. Is that where they get lithium batteries from? I don't know. Finland. Must be a lot of sharks out there. I'm never going to go to Finland. Ever. They say never, right? The fuck would I be out there in Finland for? I don't even know how to swim. Okay, all right, I do not swim, but I'm scared of sharks. So Finland, I wouldn't fuck with that, right? Denmark, no good. I wonder what the army look like. It seems like they wear rabbit tails and fucking big red hats. I don't know. United Kingdom, Romania, Macedonia, North Macedonia, Norway, Bulgaria, Sweden, all the countries we ain't never going to, man. You and your wife ain't talking about, come on, let's take a romantic journey to fucking Germany. How are they gonna protect us? Let's keep it going. All right. Let's keep it going. Hungary, self-explanatory. Hungry. They ain't got no money. Motherfuckers out there starving and hungry. Why would you name your country Hungry? I'd rather name my country Fed. Not Hungry. How about that? Czechia. I don't know what that. Turkey. I don't know where that's at. You know what I know? I know America. These countries ain't gonna fucking help us. France, come on, man. They can't even stop the citizens from stabbing each other. Netherlands never will be. Okay, what they doing up in there? Smoking weed? That's the first person. The first time I ever got scammed was from a bitch from Netherlands. Fuck her and fuck a whole country. Albania, those are the white niggas. Stop playing. Anybody from the Bronx know that Albanians. I had an Albanian chick named Vittori Balademaj. Oh yeah, I used to say Suterbuka, Yetherbuka. Yeah, I used to talk to her like that. Albanian are ghetto as fuck. All right, those are white niggas from the other side. Montenegro. I don't know if that's racist or Africa. Slovenia. Croatia, no good. They got problems. Portugal, fuck up out of here. Italy. Canada's weak as fuck. Belgium ain't got nothing but waffles. Luxembourg, Slovenia. Against Russia. Russia is smack. Man, let me tell you something, bro. We got some issues going on, brother. Okay? Trust me when I tell you, man. Trust me when I tell you, man. We got some issues. And war is a real thing, man. Just because you don't want it to happen don't mean that they're not pushing every button to make this shit a reality for us. Why? We don't have no interest over there. We're just getting pulled into this shit because of our association. It's like you being blood or Crip, one of them things. You know what I'm saying? You're 45 years old. You've been banging forever. You got the bag and everything. But now you got to take your bag and you got to give it to the little homies from fucking, you're in New York. You got to send them money to some cats in Chicago. I'm tapped out, man. This is my bag. That's America. I'm trying to fix my family. I'm trying to do why I got to keep on giving y'all money. And y'all pulling me into these wars just because of my association to y'all. All right? That's NATO. We're tied in with that. So when they have a problem over there, we have a problem over there. Understand the problem. Understand what's going on. If Russia claps back and don't wait for Trump to sit down, trust me, it's gonna change the economy. And whether or not you can get abortion will be the smallest of your issues. Trust me when I tell you.
The stuff timely. So I hope that it's true that they've authorized this expansion. They have not publicly acknowledged.
We're going into overtime. Double tap the screen, get the lights up. All right, we're about to end this soon.
That, but if it is true, it's the right move.
Well, it's clear it's happening right now. Congressman, when President Biden's term ends on January 20th, he will be leaving behind an almost 3-year-long protracted war where the U.S. was...
Double tap the screen for me, man. I'll go to the top right and hit the 3 dots, man. I've been telling them hit the like button all day. I'm tired of that shit. Let's get them up.
Initially to send Kyiv Patriot missiles, F-16 fighter jets, and now these long-range missiles. Would you consider the Biden administration's policies on Ukraine to be a success?
Well, I think you have to look at a couple of things. Number one, the coalition of countries, the over 50 countries that are a member of what's called the Ukraine Defense Contact Group. This is the coalition that was put together by the Biden administration, exists because of the administration's response. Secretary of Defense Austin, Secretary of State Blinken, and so many others.
Oh yeah, send me that goat.
That have worked hard to create this coalition. That would not exist without the United States leadership, without the U.S. leading that, without us pushing Russia, France, so many other countries to come to the table and to give aid. That's it. I have
with aid, man. We haven't heard of France army making noise since.
Pushed for aid to be delivered faster, for, as your prior segment pointed out, for certain systems to be delivered sooner on a quicker timeline. I will continue to do that because there's no doubt that in war, time matters a lot. Time has not been on the Ukrainian side here, so speed is important. And I'm going to continue to push things to happen much quicker than they have been.
The Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky said on Friday that the war would end faster, he said this, under the incoming Trump administration. Do you agree with that?
Now, do that sound like war? That sounds like we hoping for peace.
Well, what I know is happening here is that President Zelensky knows he has to deal with President Trump. He knows he has to deal with President Trump. That's been a very tense relationship. President Trump has maligned President Zelensky.
Hope not, Yusuf.
Zelensky has attacked Ukraine. Let's not forget about the first impeachment trial, which was because President Trump tried to blackmail, extort Ukraine and President Zelensky.
I'm not trying to send nothing over here, man, because America is going to black out. America don't got that much sense. America, look at the consensus. I mean, basically, look at the American opinion. Most people, look, I just did the votes. Most people think that we're not even heading to war. They are in denial.
To help him politically. So President Zelensky is a wartime president that is trying to save his country and trying to save his people. And it's very clear to me that he's doing what's necessary to try to extend an olive branch, start a discussion with the incoming administration.
The only ones that's causing problem, Ukraine is like looking like they want to chill. You know what I'm saying? It looks like the Biden administration is basically pushing this. For what?
In which
it's just direct strike against Trump.
You can't fault him for doing. But I will be really clear here. President Trump cannot solve this crisis. He continuously claims that only he can solve these international crises. Only he can solve these problems, which of course he didn't do when he was the president.
B1 said this is all propaganda, y'all. This is fucking propaganda. I wouldn't be surprised if Biden ain't send the emails like, yo, we ain't doing that. We ain't on nothing, man. We just, you know what I'm saying? We gonna make it hard for Trump. Because it don't look like Putin is breaking a sweat.
The first time around, and without an international coalition, without real leadership, he won't do the second time around.
Congressman Jason Crow, thank you so much for joining us.
Retired U.S. Army General David Petraeus served as CIA director under President Obama. General, good to see you. What do you make of the argument
as a Democrat
that Biden's decision to allow Ukraine to use these ATACMS inside Russia is too little, too?
I pray he says something smart or something sensible.
Late.
Well, it's never too late, Jake. It would have been much better if it had been done many, many months ago, as the congressman, I thought, quite persuasively explained.
Yeah, and B1 was right. They go up to 180 miles.
But this opens up hundreds of additional
13 feet long
targets.
It was first used in the Gulf War, and they were in service since 1991. These shits work.
Institute for the Study of War back in August laid out all the targets that could not be moved. Certainly the Russians had moved some of the critical aircraft and others out of range, out of the 190-mile range that ATACMS will provide. But there are plenty of targets left, including, of course, the reported 50,000 strong force that is massing in the Russian province of Kursk, which includes apparently some 10,000 North Korean troops, to try to expel the Ukrainian forces that still control a fair amount of that province just across the border from Ukraine.
There's going to be a new Secretary of Defense and a new president in January. If they wanted to, how hard would it be for them to reverse President Biden's decision to allow Ukraine to strike inside Russia?
I think it would be a one-day. I think it'd be a swipe of a pen.
Put those restrictions back on the use of ATACMS.
Well, it's an executive branch decision, so presumably it's something that they could they could do. I suspect that Ukraine is going to be quite conscious of that. We have a couple of months still to go. I can't imagine that they have huge numbers of ATACMS left. They're very, very effective. I should note that as the commander of the 101st Airborne Division during the invasion of Iraq, our division—
Trump gonna bring peace to this situation.
Shot about 100.
He's gonna try to kill him, though, in my opinion. I mean, they're not making it no secret.
3 of these, and they are devastatingly effective, whether in these
fucking sad
solid 375-pound projectile, the explosive weight that it has, or actually in the improved conventional munition, in other words, the cluster munitions, which can be devastatingly effective against airfields, large groupings of troops and convoys and so forth.
You told CNN in February of this year that the U.S. aid to Ukraine is, quote, not charity. What we do around the world is not out of the goodness of our heart. It's out of a cold calculation, unquote. I don't know if it's been explained to President Trump in those terms, but what do you think would happen if he stopped that aid?
Well, first of all, I think we should be very conscious that what we—
that motherfuckers to sit down and come to terms.
Do in one part of the world has reverberations.
Oops, we ran out of bullets.
Others. So for those that say,
fuck do you do when you run out of bullets? You give up.
We need to ensure deterrence of whatever China might contemplate doing against Taiwan or in the South China Sea. If you don't continue to support a partner who's fighting against a common enemy of the most important alliance we're a member of, Russia, what message does that send? Keep in mind that deterrence is a function of a potential adversary's assessment of your capabilities on the one hand and your willingness to employ them. And if you're not willing to help Russia, I think that undermines deterrence out there very, very substantially. Then there's the obvious effect on Ukraine itself, which is in a very difficult position right now. I was just there.
Stop supplying them, they're going to fucking give up. It's just that simple. If we Black Afghanistan, salute. If we stop supplying them, they give up. It's just that simple. All right. I mean, it's simple arithmetic. All right. Salute to everybody that's here tonight. You know what I mean? I got to get ready to get up out of here, man. I'll get with y'all soon. All right. Double tap the screen on the way out the door or go to the top right, hit those 3 dots, right? Mac Mean, true story. All stories ain't true. This one is. I'll get with y'all soon. Peace.